Hello? It's me. The person who has an Arlecchino. Alright, so, when last we left off, I started getting all frame droppy last night while trying to find the fucking horse. Almost called him a cow for a second. Well, I figured it out after stream. Farmed him 4 times. Arlecchino is now level 60 instead of 20. But I need the remainder of her levels.
Stabilize.
So let's do this shit.
I will have order.
Just gotta break his fucking barrier.
Gather.
Hey, would you mind standing slightly closer to the pillar? Thanks.
Let's light it up! Everybody sit! This is where you fall. Laid bare.
By the way, I know I'm not playing her very well. When I get to single target, there's not much I could do about that.
Solidify.
Also, as long as I don't have to care about anything. Alright.
I hear
Oh.
children.
Do you hear the children sing? Damn, that's too early. Oh well.
Illusion shattered.
Wait for him to get shield again, and let's do it again.
Teamwork is true.
And she doesn't get any healing.
Overruled.
There. Extra that time. And down again. Man, sir, you really like going down.
There is no escape. Let's light it up. Everybody stand. Witness my rise. Transfixed.
I'm sorry, sir, but could I ask you to please just sit down? I'm trying to play Arlecchino. If you got Big Dong Zhong, this guy is just completely and utterly at your mercy. Also, I did a little bit of researching earlier today. Let me just give that back to Hu Tao. Here, do I have a white tassel sitting around? Yes. And let me just really quickly swap for the primordial jade spear. Okay, there we go. Now let's look at that. Okay, that's a slightly better. Not really, though. Still, the 2,000 attack is... it's nice. Okay. Now, where did the quest want me to go again? Pretty sure the rest of her materials I have plenty of. Yeah, I think I'm good. Alright. And artifacts, let's just... oh, hold on, I gotta go back to D-Luke to get them back. Okay, where's there's that. There's that other completely unleveled one. It was the first one, I'm just blind. And hat. And then pyro damage. No crimson. And there it is. Okay, now back to Arlecchino. Let's try to build her proper. With non-stolen artifacts. Alright. Alright, and can I also add... no. I'll take off attack percent, add recharge. There we go. Maybe I'll steal from Yoimi. No. I hear that the Gladiator is actually pretty good until you get the new set. That's an awful artifact. I think all of that went into flat attack. Well, that's the best I got at the moment. Unless I start spending all my everything. Why is it all energy recharge? Oh, right, there's no crit, so hold on. Attack percent. Well, it's not the worst. Could be much, much worse. Alright. Let's go for crit damage and then crit rate. And then more attack. Alright. You know, honestly, not bad. How about this one? Jesus Christ, 21 recharge on that hat. That's almost a main stat. Okay. Now let's find her a proper Pyro Cup. I'm sure I have some built. Alright, there we go. It's all defense percent though. Oof. Can I find another more defense percent? Okay, no, that's about best one I can find right now. Current attributes somehow better than the D-Luke one, and I just put this together in 2 seconds. Hey horse, you ready to die again? Yes. So by the way, I have a lot, and I do mean a lot of fragile resin, so I am gonna... Oh, hold on, I gotta condense my primos. So once again, I like having them as actual wishes. Makes it easier, you know?
Illusion shattered.
Hey, buddy.
Stabilize.
Sit, Ubu, sit.
Let's light it up.
Hey, boy. Sit.
Solidify.
Bad dog. What a weird-looking dog.
I'm going in.
Alright, now let's try.
Bursting as the moon.
40? That's
Laid bare.
really not bad, Pretty good, I would say, actually.
Illusion shattered.
Once you figure out how to actually play her, suddenly getting stacks is kind of easy, actually.
Teamwork is strength.
Did I say you could stand up, sir? No, now I have 100%. Let's go.
My rise.
41,000, there we go.
There is no escape.
Sir, you are not permitted to get on your feet. Seriously, I haven't seen a boss this bullyable since the Regis Vines. Gets up, attempts one attack, falls down instantly. Alright, let me just kill him really quick, so I can start the fight with the next one at full strength. You know, not bad actually. I wish it didn't have defense and mastery, because defense is almost entirely Geo, which doesn't benefit from mastery, but you know. Beggars and choosers. Also, I'm probably going to need to do ley lines. Oh, I skipped it, sorry. Some. Because I can get to maybe 80? Maybe. And I still need, let's see here, 32. I have one. Got about, let's see here, 11 to 16 more runs of this boss. Nice. Not nice. So I guess I'll condense the 5 minutes I have right now to start, farming the ley lines a little. And also, Game of the Rich, Fortress of Mayor Beat, don't care. Nope, not that one. There we go. Navigate. It's in Croissant. Shipwreck Town. Time to double check that there's no lost frames yet. I just lean over. 0. Good. I'm slowly losing anti-health. Where's the... Oh. Somehow I walked right past it.
Solidify.
Hey, if y'all can just group up together, that'd be absolutely fantastic.
Laid bare.
I'm gonna get so many stacks. It's not actually, I was already full, so...
Shine down.
Stabilize.
Are they ignoring me? Hello, sir. I would like to fight you, please.
Overruled.
Solidify.
There is no escape.
Would your friend mind coming over here a little faster? Thanks.
Torn to oblivion.
Now, gimme. I might need gears for other people later. Like, what was it? Fremine needs them, I think? Yeah, I think Fremine needs them. Now, is the horse ready to die? Yes! Gonna take him to the glue factory. Straight up Animal Farm that guy.
Illusion shattered.
Order guides you.
Order guides you.
Laid bare. There is no escape.
Gather.
Alright, now let's hope for a big crit.
Everlasting as
Unless
the
I've already
moon.
been getting the crits. This just in, I was already getting the crits. Also, I did not have patience that time. But I got him good, some pretty good damage. Here, come here. I want you to sit on this side now. Show me your moves and whatnot.
Illusion shattered. Let's light it up.
Wow, dude, so rude.
This
Sit.
is order.
Overruled.
Good.
There is no escape.
Big charge. Hey, hey, hey. Just pretend it's a football match.
Shine down. Let's light it up.
Just a little longer. It's a long cooldown on the E. Honestly, I should start probably adding in some talents to that.
Stabilize.
Transfixed.
with all the more I'm soon gonna not have.
I'm going in. Witness my rise. Overruled.
Whoops, I did it too early again. Oops, I did it again. Ah, Bennett killed him. You awful hat. But I got 3 at least. So it's between 11 and 16, so 12 and 15. 13 and 14. 13 and a half average. Alright. Totally a real number. We gotta wonder the physics of flying with one wing. Since that just comes up in pop culture somewhat regularly. How plausible would it be to fly with one wing off of just one shoulder?
Stabilize.
Shine down. Everlasting as the moon.
I guess I'm highly reliant on crits. And what's my rate again? 57. And I deal significantly more damage. So, you know, I just realized, why does everything go all dark and sinister when I swapped to Arlecchino every time? And why do these Gardenex specifically seem to not notice me at all? What if I want them to notice me, huh?
Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
Eight. Oh man. Hey, is the horse ready to die? No, not quite. More ley lines. Beat up a tree and then I'll go beat up a horse again. If he has any lunch money, I should ask for it. Oh, but what if it's just hay? It is for horses after all. Just set that guy across the country, damn.
No escape. Let's light it up.
Wow. Pretty sure I just stepped on his toe, but like really hard.
Another
Illusion shattered. Adventure fry.
Adventure Fry. I don't think he gets it.
Have a little taste. Fry.
He wants me to taste his fries. Hell yeah.
Shine down. Off we go.
I got you. Have a little taste.
Have a taste.
Adventure time.
By the way, hey, if you want just like endless trash mob loot, ley lines. Don't collect the reward, just wait like 30 seconds between. You don't gotta worry about, oh, I killed every enemy on the map. There's always more. Always more ley lines. They go in a loop. A very predictable loop. Be a house guest, quote unquote, is my objective. Alright, giddy up, Buttercup.
Gather.
There is no escape. Let's light it up.
I will have order. Careless.
Oh no, you broke my shield anyway.
Everybody stand back.
Now if I was on Noelle, I'd feel insulted. 43. Ooh, that's nice.
Overruled.
That's nice. Get down! How dare you run, coward. But you know what I really like? When he sits still.
Illusion shattered. I'm going in. Laid bare. Everlasting as the moon.
Not as big.
Let's light it up. There is no escape.
Guy thinks he's tough just because he has a battle violin. Well, guess what, sucker? I'm not a bard fan. Replenish? Yeah, let's just throw like an extra 4 on there. He only gave me a 2. No, I'll skip on that one. I have too many artifacts as is anyway. Alright, so I'm actually going to go to Poisson and do a little bit of the quests. And then go kill the horse again, and then do a bit of quests, and then kill the horse again. Continue ad nauseum until I have enough. I'm halfway to enough. Well, I live right at the bottom. Well, good thing it's no longer the danger zone. Can no longer call it the splash zone. There, I'm sitting at the table
We
now.
rented this house from one of the locals to use as a temporary base. I'll come back later and tidy up a bit. After that, it should be all ready for you to stay in tonight.
Awesome, thanks! So, where are we off to now?
Well, when I happened to run into you two earlier, I was actually in the middle of distributing some supplies. With this many people staying in Poisson, we have to bring in outside supplies every now and then. I should probably make sure the rest of these provisions get delivered. Otherwise, people might start to get antsy.
Okay, we'll come with.
Seriously, was his hair always that pink?
There are all sorts of rumors about your organization floating around out there. Paimon's not sure if she could even take a wild guess as to what's
I
true
thought it
and
was
what's
like
not.
more
Like
blonde
now that
than
we
pink
finally
before.
have the chance to see a day in the life of the house, we can take a good look at how you operate.
Well, you're more than welcome to come along. Just follow me.
It's like the bottom of his hat is extra reflective now. Or something. Well, seeing as I'm still 23 meters above while in the zone, something tells me I gotta go up. Hey, is the horse ready to die? No. I was gonna keep doing this anyway, but you know. That just extra confirms it. Oh, I was gonna try to grab the fireflies. In case I ever need a portable waypoint.
Linny, we're finally here. The supplies. I'm assuming you've...
Brought them
Chapeau.
with me? Yep, here you go. Hello? Something caught your eye?
It's the Traveler in Paimon!
No way!
Yes way.
Come here, everyone! Hurry! The Traveler and Paimon are here!
These must be the siblings he was talking about.
One at a time, please. Don't crowd around them all at once. We don't want to scare off our guests now, do we?
Oh, it's alright! Gotta say, Paimon didn't realize we were this famous. Of course. Father and Linny have told us so much about you.
We've
Father
saved
told us
5
about how you
countries
helped
now.
Linny. According to her, you're a trustworthy friend. And as far as she's concerned, that's pretty much the highest compliment we've ever heard her give. As you can imagine, everyone's been very curious about you.
Paimon. We've saved 5 out of 7 countries so far. We go to Natland, solve all their problems, and go to Snezhnaya, solve all their problems. Alright. We've completed the entire circuit, 7 for 7. We gotta solve the dragons and Celestia and Conria, and then we're 10 for 10.
I heard the Traveler is so strong that she can move a mountain with her bare hands.
No, that was Venti.
I heard Paimon eats so much that she can clean out the entire pantry at Hotel de Boer in just 3 days.
Accurate.
Wait a second! That's the rumor you heard about Paimon? Oh, not cool at all!
Honestly, I wonder how so much can fit in someone so small. I just assumed you had a black hole inside you.
Oh, wait. When guests visit, you're supposed to give them gifts and stuff, right? Oh, we don't need something like that. Besides, we don't have anything to give to you. Come on, we insist. I can give you some of my new potions. Just pick your poison. And by that, I mean medicine or actual poison. I've got both. Huh? Or maybe Shaplo can teach you guys about stealth. He's super good at it.
Maybe we can find a potion that makes Paimon taller.
Ah, now that's not a bad idea. I know you usually prefer to fight head-on, but it never hurts to expand your bag of tricks, right? When it comes to eliminating your enemies, staying quiet can go a long way. Trust me, I would know. I was poisoned not too long ago, and I'm still dealing with the after effects. So I'm not quite as good as I was before, but I can still give you some pointers.
Wait, when you said gifts, I didn't think you meant poison and stealth tactics. But those
The
are
covert
the best
operatives,
things
of course
we can
that's
give
what they
you.
are.
You don't like them? Ooh, how about this? Tell me the name of someone who really annoys you, and we'll teach him a lesson for you.
Some kneecap's gonna get broken soon, huh?
Alright, Fold, Selwar. I think that's enough suggestions for now. When it comes to being a good host, it's the thought that counts. You don't need a physical gift to make our guests happy. In fact, pestering them with suggestion after suggestion might make them more annoyed than anything. I would say your enthusiasm has certainly gotten across.
Really?
Really? Morphs into Shrek.
Awesome! It's been so long since we have had guests to play with. If there's anything you need, just let us know. Yeah, especially if it's poison or something. I've got all sorts of potions for that.
You are very insistent.
Well, we'll talk to you all later. We've still got supplies to distribute.
All right, see you later.
Why do those 3 guys there have incredibly small eyes?
Bye!
Their faces are too small for their gosh dang heads.
Lynn, about all that poison and stealth tactics talk just now.
Oh yeah, no, they
Scared
wanted to
you
kill
did it?
people. Huh?
That kind of talk comes with being part of the House of the Hearth. When Foltz was really young, he strangled all of his family pets, just out of curiosity. He was labeled a dangerous problem child and was abandoned by his family. Elwar has an unnatural obsession with potions. Father has forbidden her from trying all the different concoctions she comes up with, but she still tries to test them in secret. You really have to keep an eye on that one.
Sounds like a
is
future
around my
Electrovision to
age.
me.
While I'm mainly responsible for collecting intelligence, he handles surveillance. He's very passionate about his work and has no reservations about taking on some very difficult missions. I know you two probably aren't used to that kind of talk, but I can promise you they only had the best of intentions. Things like stealth tactics and developing different poisons, they really mean a lot to them. They were just trying to share the best of what they could offer, that's all.
Well, they are basically trained to be Spetsnaz, so can you really expect anything else? Although what I can expect is that they go beat up the horse for me. They offered, so I should take them up on that offer. Ow.
Nothing to fear. Gather.
Oh no, I'm right in my zhong.
Laid bare. Illusion shattered.
Solidify.
Everybody stand back. Witness
Did I just get 19,000 out of just the Bennett ult.
There's no escape.
Did I read that properly? Also, I was slightly early on that, so I'm just gonna meteor him instead.
Shine down.
Sit.
Solidify.
Let's light it up.
He's like, you keep telling me to sit like a dog. I am a horse, damn it. A horse. And I say, yes. What a weird looking dog you are.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
And he's like, you motherfucker. And then I have to be all like, no. Father.
Solidify.
Illusion shattered. Let's light it up.
Go on, charge faster. Oh, it's only recharge at anyway. 145. Feel like I might need more. Who said you could stand?
Let's
Definitely
light
I
it up.
didn't.
I'm going in.
Alright, let's try to get
Blasting out
this.
the moon.
43.
Transfixed.
He's like, don't worry, I'll stand. One tiny little poke. Hey. Alright, back to Croissant. If only we had the Gnatline glider. Then I could, you know, have two. Two wings.
Filial, supplies are here.
Thanks. And who are these two? Outsiders?
Ah,
We're
allow
super
me
famous.
To introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, you're the famous duo I've been hearing so much about. It's nice to meet you. I heard you've traveled to all sorts of places. Is that true?
Of course! We're making our way all
At
across
least
the
5. 6 if Enkinomia
Oh,
counts, 7 if the
Good
chasm
for
counts.
you.
You must be pretty familiar with Fontaine by now, then. Have you seen
8
the
if the
new
Maria
opera that
counts.
started running recently? I think it's called... The 4,000 Thieves?
No.
Oh, this is the first we've heard of it.
It seems like it's going to be fantastic. From what I've been able to tell from the posters, anyway. You should definitely check it out if you have the time.
And that's a flop.
And there's the Blind Maiden, too. That one is supposed to have audience interaction. Seems pretty interesting.
I don't know, last time I went into, Last time I went into an
this mission is
opera.
over, I think I'll go get a
Kinda.
manicure.
Your brother got
Oh,
accused of a crime.
Maybe I should dye my hair. Wonder how much it'll cost.
Is it just Paimon, or do these two seem much easier to get along with than the others? Looks like the House of the Hearth has some normal members after all.
I heard that.
Oh! Oops.
I'm guessing you're referring to Foltz and the others? Yeah, we're definitely not all like them.
I bet those crazies are practically foaming at the mouth right now. I'm sure they just can't wait to get back to Snezhnaya to carry out the plan.
That's
Not
enough,
the
Filial.
plan, TM.
Don't talk about family members behind their back, right? Whatever. Let's go.
Now tell me about this plan, TM.
Guess this is goodbye then. If you ever have some time, we should go see the opera together.
Is he trying to ask me out?
Well, that's it for the supplies. We should probably head back as well.
Well, they didn't seem too happy with each other. Seems like there could be something more going on here.
It's better not to ask
Hey,
questions
Raj,
about
we're
family
only here as
drama.
guests after all. Oh, Winnie's getting super far ahead. Come on, let's catch up.
Don't worry. I'm fast. And accidentally killed 2 cats.
So,
when the cutscene interrupts the
what do you
glider.
think of the members you've met so far?
They're definitely personalities with
Well,
bodies attached.
Father is always encouraging us to be strong-willed and independent. So if there's one thing we've got, it's people who aren't afraid to speak their mind. Well, I should probably get cooking. Wanna join?
Of course!
Then let's head out and... Huh? Fremine, what are you doing here?
I'm just
Well,
looking really intently at a box. For no particular reason.
Oh,
You shouldn't look in the box,
you
though.
too.
It's not
I heard
that
you here as guests
interesting.
of House of the Hearth. Welcome.
We were just going to make some food. Why don't you come along? I could use some help in the kitchen, and I seem to remember you mentioning you wanted to make seafood soup for the traveler in Paimon.
Seafood soup? Oh, Paimon's drooling already.
Were you looking for something just now, Fremine? Maybe I can help.
It's nothing. I just wanted to see if there were any extra supplies.
Yeah, we've got some left over. What do you need?
Some food and water. And some clean cloth, if possible.
No problem. Give me a second here. Food, water...
And he just pulls cloth out of his sleeve.
Wait a minute. What do you need all of those for? You're not on any missions as far as I'm aware, and you were just going to come eat with us. So what's this all about?
I thought I'd grab an extra portion because I get hungry at night. Could be because I'm growing, you know? And...
Fremine,
You're a terrible
you
liar.
remember what I told you? You're not like me. Your lying skills still need some work. Tell me what's going on.
There's someone I want
Is
to
it really
help
bad
that's
enough that you have to
definitely
keep it
not
from
in the
your own
box
brother?
over there.
Maybe it'll be better if we gave them some space.
Fremine, I helped you with your penguin book. You can tell me.
This is the first time I've seen that kind of look on your face. Whatever happened, does it have something to do with Father?
yes. Just follow me.
How am I health? What are we gonna say hi to Navi up here? You know what? With the slow turn rate on that, maybe that is the reason why it can't go off cliffs. Yeah, that probably explains it. Wait, or is it down there? Fremine, what's the height? Oh, it's not back there. I think it might be lower. Okay, yeah, something tells me it's down low. There it is. That's a unique character model.
You're back! Oh, and you've brought some friends with you this time.
Hello, my name's Linny. I grew up in the House of the Hearth. And you are?
Hi, Linny. I'm also a child of the House of the Hearth, just like you. You can call me Clairvy.
Clairvy?
It's
What a
nice
twist.
to meet you.
She's from the thingy.
Does that name ring any bells, Linny?
No, not at all. That's not a name we have on our roster, I'm sure of it. What I'm not sure of, though, is how she managed to sneak in. She must be the phantom child Father's been searching for. From the looks of it, I'm guessing you were the one that found her, Fremine. You, haven't told Father, have you?
No, I haven't told anyone. I've just been keeping her hidden.
For how long?
About half a month now.
So ever since we got to Poisson, then? Do you have any idea what you're doing?
I know what I'm doing.
Really? Because from where I'm standing, it looks like
Do you
you're
have any
hiding
idea
the
what you're
very
doing?
person Father
I
has
know
been
what I'm
trying to
doing.
find. If Father finds out about this, everyone involved is going to be punished. You know the rules of the House, Fremine.
And so
I know
do
you
I.
do. Father doesn't tolerate any form of betrayal. So why are you doing this?
I've thought it through. And I just can't hand her over like that. Linny, don't you remember last year? Sheplo nearly died after getting poisoned during that one mission. He wasn't able to get back before the poison started taking effect, and not a single person was there to help him. That night, while I was sleeping, I heard a voice telling me to go save him. I opened my eyes, but I couldn't find the source of the voice. I thought maybe I was just hearing things, but I went to look for him anyway. Luckily, I got there with enough time to save his life. That feeling of being haunted, of hearing voices, it's happened many times in the House of the Hearth. I'm sure you've noticed.
So what you're saying is, that was her? She was the one who spoke to you that night?
Unless there are other spirits roaming around the House of the Hearth, I don't think there's any other possibility. If Clairvy
I'm
were
distracted
our
by
enemy,
his tassel
it wouldn't
going in and
matter
out of
whether she was a
focus.
spirit or an actual child. I would have acted without a second thought, because that's what Father ordered us to do. But she's been living with us, helping us from the shadows all this time. I think that makes her family. I couldn't just hand her over to be dealt with. Not when there's so much we still don't know.
So what's your plan then? You can't keep her here forever. Someone is bound to find out eventually.
I haven't thought that far yet. I don't want to disobey an order from Father, but I also don't want to put Clairvy in danger.
Come with me. There are a couple things I'd like to say to you in private.
Well, guess we're just gonna sit with the ghost over here.
Those two sure care a lot about each other. Well, they got a funny way of showing it. From where Paimon was floating, it sure seemed like they were about to bite each other's heads off. No way! They have a really deep bond. I could tell right away, because I also have a friend like that. I just don't know how long that kind of bond can last.
And what makes you say that?
Darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
I'm sorry, Linny.
No one?
I really didn't mean to drag anyone else into this.
Oh really? You didn't mean to? 'Cause I for one wish you did.
Huh? What do you mean?
You know, when we were younger, you didn't call me Linny. You called me brother, just like Lynette. We grew up together, the three of us. We were all orphans, all rescued by Father. Of all the siblings in the House of the Hearth, I think our bond was the closest. Later on, when you started calling me Linny, I wasn't actually surprised. After all, Lynette and I are related by blood. We've had to depend on each other to survive long before we joined the house.
Linny,
The darkest and most difficult
did he
moments
just say?
of my
Come on,
life
brother.
happened before you and I had ever met. I'm sure that's true for you as well. Even so, Fremine, we've stood by each other for all these years now, and to me, that means more than blood. You and Lynette are the most important people in my life. No one can replace you. So I won't let you face anything alone. Not if I can help it.
Oh, looks like things are getting kinda heated between Linny and Fremine. Maybe we should go check on them. Oh, it's raining. I should put my clothes away.
Alright, guys, Ghost is crazy. Oh, and... oh. She's phasing in and out of reality, and she has a...
Looks like she's not here either.
Yes, I'm right here. What do you want? Are you gonna eat your food before it gets cold?
It's time to eat.
Here, trim the hedges for you a little. Do this talk and then go
Hey,
beat
you
up the
two!
horse
Hope
again.
we aren't interrupting anything. Like a fight, or... Oh, wait a minute, Fremine. You're not crying, are you? Is everything alright?
Paimon, stop bullying him.
Everything's fine. Thanks for asking.
Well, we're all friends here, right? We've been through so much together, so if there's anything we can do to help, just say the word.
The word.
It's just a small family dispute. It's not something our guests should trouble themselves with. In fact, it might be better if your stay ended here.
But we were gonna have a sleepover.
What are you getting at, Traveler?
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate. That's what you're trying to say, isn't it?
Yes.
I just... Thank you. I was really hoping to keep you out of it. But even if I could think of some other reason to turn you away, I'm not sure I could convince you. I know things could turn dangerous, so I promise you this. From now on, I'll protect you like my life depends on it.
Me too.
Well,
Well,
back
it
to
might.
the matter at hand then. If we don't plan on handing Clairvy over to Father, then our only other option is to solve the mystery of her identity before Father is able to track her down. That means finding out where she came from and what she's doing here. Then we can send her on her merry way and pretend like none of this ever happened.
I've tried that already.
And?
Well, have you tried a double-sized stack
And
of flapjacks?
Nothing. I tried taking her somewhere really far away, but after some time, she just reappeared. She even came with us all the way to Poisson. It seems like wherever the house is, she follows.
I don't know much about spirits. Do you two have any ideas?
Let's
I know
see
a guy.
here.
Pulls out
Paimon
Huta.
remembers hearing something like, if you fulfill a spirit's last wish before they died, they'll let go of whatever's keeping them here and return to the ley lines. Oh,
What
it's
is
just that
Zanohana?
Paimon doesn't really remember where she heard that, so
Menba?
it's
Is
not
that you?
guaranteed to work or anything.
Well, sounds like it's worth a shot. Guess that means we should go ask her about her wish. But first, Fremine, I need you to promise me something.
What is it?
I need you to promise me that this will stay between the two of us. We're the masterminds behind this whole thing. No one else gets involved. Can you do that for me?
And then out of the blue, just straight from the shadows, Lynette appears like, you know I've been with you the entire time, brother.
Of course. I promise.
All right. Then let's
It's like
seal
right
the
out of the
promise
bush,
just
just
like when we were
phases out
kids.
like reverse Homer
Fist
Simpson.
bump on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
And then there's the third fist.
I swear.
Fucking called it.
Whoa!
Lynette!
That's a screenshot moment right there.
But what a surprise! What brings you here, dear sister?
Ghost busting. It makes father feel good. I
And,
wanted to give it a shot.
When exactly did you get here?
The entire time.
You're an idiot, brother.
Slap him.
And you too, Fremine. You 3, Traveler. And you 4, Paimon.
Wait, what did we do?
We're just watching, like we always do.
I've seen Clairvy around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson, so I figured she must not have come with us. But it turns out, you were just hiding her. I heard you talking about your plan. rather than steering clear of the situation, I'd rather fully join in.
She's a
If you
certified
don't agree,
Ghostbuster.
I'll have no choice but to report everything back to Father. Simple as that.
You're not giving us much wiggle room here, Lynette. Well, I guess we're all in this together then. After we talk to Clairvy, we'll figure out our next move. There's no time to lose. Let's go.
Wait. Horse killing time. And hopefully that'll get me enough for 5th Ascension, as soon as I go condense a few gems. By the way, I have a bit of non-livestream Genshin content coming out soon.
This is order.
TM. Soon TM.
Lake Bear. There is no escape.
Currently it's a rough draft.
Everybody
But it's a rough draft that's hopefully
is where I fall.
plenty enjoyable
Overruled.
for all.
Shine down.
Solidify.
Stupid horse, it made me look bad.
Let's light it up.
There we go. Now to just wait for you again. He's like, I'll escape you! And I'm like, adorable.
There is no escape. Everlasting as the moon. Transfixed.
Ooh, that was the highest one yet.
Stabilize.
43,800.
Shine down. Let's light it up.
Alright, well, time to just finish him
To
off.
oblivion.
Now that he's kneeling and accepting his fate. Oof. 3. Alright, that's what I needed. Now I must go to the very conveniently placed teleporter, right in front of Catherine and an alchemy shop. I swear they get closer and closer to the teleporter every single time. Let's see, so I need 18, no, yes, 18 plus 6. Okay, I got a little too many. But either way, Arlecchino. Let's get you just a little bit higher. Grid damage up a little more. And I'm out of upgrade books. The big ones anyway. Oh, also I got a only 7. I'll do that when it's a 10 pull. And now I must do more farm. Use the last of my fragiles. And question, is her weapon fully... Yes. Yes, it is. At some point off stream, I'll end up doing all the artifact grinding. That just seems like the most boring thing for anyone to watch.
Solidify.
Illusion shattered. Everybody stand back.
Time to die, crab.
Witness my rise.
Imagine I said that in a plankton voice.
Gather.
It's time to die, crabs. Oh shit, now there's 2. Hey guys, want to walk into the shallow water? Oh no.
Stabilize.
I'm so vulnerable out here in the shallow, ankle-deep water.
shines eternal.
Psych. Okay, one more, then I gotta go condense. Because I'm gonna need a whole lot of these. Like, Jesus Christ, so many. Is that one crab trying to come fight me? I think that one crab's gonna try to come fight me.
There is no escape.
Gather.
Overruled. Shine down. Illusion shattered.
There. One last little thwack. Solid dick.
Solidify.
Oh, great, these guys. Absolutely love these guys as enemies.
This is where you fall.
58! Ooh, that was big damage.
Shine down.
Oh, time to finish
To
him.
oblivion.
Really? Kill 2 of them at the same time. Whoops. 3 more. Oh, sorry, did we say kill 2 of them? We meant die.
Witness my lies. Laid bare.
I especially hate them in the abyss. Okay, yeah. I think it's needless to say, even if you're me who has no idea what the fuck they're doing, she's strong. Hitting casual 10Ks with basic attacks. Hold on, let me just uncondense another 4. Resin.exe. There we go. Hey, horse. Yep, it's time for you now, horse. Yes, sir. Mouse, can I zoom in, please? Why is it not letting me zoom in or out? Huh. Horse, it's time for another combat. Time for more farming. Horse. Yes, father.
Solidify.
Let's light it up. Adventures. Off we go.
Order guide you. Gather.
Illusion shattered. Let's light it up. Everybody stand back. Everlasting as the moon.
Exactly 49,000. Awesome. How often do you get exactly a certain number?
Let's light it up.
Stabilize.
This is
And here's without Bennett.
laid bare. Illusion shattered.
I said sit, Ubu.
You wished.
You wished gets 3. Alright. Now do I keep finding the... Where's the blue? There we go. I guess it starts up here, then ends down there at Crab. No, you know, I'm actually going to do a little more poisson. So I do have, like, what, 800 mediums? That should probably be enough. Hopefully. What if it's not enough? Oh, let me just... $885 should be fine, right? Right? Really quick, just to give myself negative motivation. Oh, hey, actually, Fremini, really quick. Here you go. Only 164. Okay, not bad, not bad. Now, taking out the big books, that's how much? 240. And I'm going to go for the level beyond that. Okay. Negative... No, 2 levels beyond that. Negative courage achieved. Clairvy, it's me.
I'm full. Thank you for bringing me this food, you guys.
Do ghosts eat?
She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been touched.
She's a ghost.
That's right. Based on what I've been able to observe, it doesn't seem like Clairvy can interact with the physical world at all. Still, when she's presented with food, she'll always linger around it for a good little while. Maybe, in her mind, she really is eating those things.
Does she know that she has already passed away?
I've tried to ask her, but she didn't answer. My guess is that she's just as confused as we are. Or maybe she couldn't understand the question at all.
Clairvy, if you've got some time, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Sure.
Shoot.
Oh.
And then he's like, if you
another
insist,
friend.
hits her.
Hi, I'm Clairvy.
Hey, we've met actually.
Hello.
Clairvy, how did you join the House of the Hearth?
Huh? Isn't it the same for everybody?
I don't know, my
The
mom was a
maid brings
bitch.
you here and then you can't leave.
It's just that your name, it's not on the roster. And I've never seen you before.
The roster? Oh, I get it now. I think there might be some things you don't know about this place. The people in charge, they're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but it's not complete. There are a lot of people who aren't on it, and never will be. In this house, some people are family, and other people are just test subjects. Those kinds of people aren't ever going to get a place on the roster, unless it's the roster of people who've been executed.
Now, does she understand
Wait,
time has
does
happened?
That mean the name?
Is there anyone that can vouch for you?
Perry. She's my best friend. She's the only one I trust
The
in this
platypus?
Have either of you heard of that name before?
No.
Well, Lynette is
Me
the
neither.
proper color, so...
Clairvy, Perry. Neither of those names are on the roster. But it seems like she's telling the truth. Either that, or this kid's already got a bag of tricks bigger than mine. Maybe we should try a different approach. Clairvy, do you have a wish?
A wish?
Yeah, I
It
tried
can
to
be
get
anything you
Perry,
want. Just
but
imagine.
I
It's your
got...
birthday, you're
cheat sheet.
blowing out the candles.
Go
And your
figure.
wish is...
What's a birthday cake? I've never had one. Wishes for water.
To go outside, where the sun can find me. That's it? Well, that sounds easy enough. The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
What does she mean by that? Things can't be this simple.
Okay, time to divide and conquer. Listen up. I've got a plan. I'll try and find a way to use basic illusory magic to take Clairvy outside and bring her somewhere with sunlight. Lynette, try and find the list of executions that Clairvy was talking about, and see if her name is on it. Fremine, you stay in Poisson. We can't be the only ones who've had run-ins with Clairvy. I need you to collect intel on everything she's said and done.
Understood.
I'll try my best.
Start walking around and see if anyone's
What should we do?
met with a pinkish redhead
I really
before.
appreciate your willingness to help, but this is a family matter. I don't want to drag you in too deep. It's too risky.
Too risky.
Let me think.
Bitch, I'm the traveler.
Since Father
I'm gonna be the
considers
god
you
of this
to
new
be
world.
guests,
Or
maybe
the
you
new
could stick
god
by
of
her
this old
side for a
world.
little while. You don't need to do anything except keep up some nice, casual conversation.
Ah, Paimon gets it. You want us to distract her.
And, do you have like a phone number or?
I'll give you a magic bird. If Father suspects something, all you need to do is release it when she's not looking, and it'll alert me that something's wrong. Of course, that's only as a last resort. If Father doesn't seem to notice us, there's no need to make contact. We'll reconvene here tonight after all's said and done. If the worst-case scenario happens and we're discovered, just tell Father everything. We're not going to let our guests get punished for our own actions.
Kind of weird that the
That's where we draw the line.
cat tooth in the middle there isn't drawn to a point. It's kind of weird. It's just an open-ended tooth. Or wait. It's actually a rabbit buck tooth. There we go. It's not a cat at all. It's a rabbit. Cat. Cabot. Be careful.
You too. Okay, this is where we part. Father should be at the beach nearby. I really hope this goes well. No, it has to go well. That's the only way this can get resolved.
Hey, you. You hiding something? What? Okay, now I can zoom in. Are you hiding something, boy? Oh shit, there was a thing there. Whoops. Here, hold on, let me
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
There we go. Problem solved. There we go. Stares him down. Boy! Alright, so I need 20, I think. So that's, let's see. By 2s, that would be 10. By 3s, that would be...
Stabilize.
7?
Shine down.
Somewhere between 7 and 10.
Go. Transfixed.
Oh no, anyway. If only I didn't have an indestructible shield. Then you may have stood a chance.
I'm going in. Everlasting as the moon. Laid bare.
I think that sometimes it doesn't actually show you the full number. Like all the numbers that happen.
Solidify.
Also, I'm an idiot once again. And I did the Zhongli because it was the only thing I could do at the moment. Yeah, give him a little hope. Then he stuck his head into a rock. Here, I insist that you sit.
Let's light it up. Transfixed. Teamwork is dreamwork. This is where you fall.
I enjoy the exactly 49,000. Somewhat consistent. Hey, no, no. Down. Down, boy. Good.
There is no escape.
Now take it like a man. There, I petrified the rock. How does that work? Do I just put a new layer of rock on top? If that were any other main stat, this would be a good artifact. Not great, but good artifact. Any other main stat. But def percent with mastery. Oof. He just started saying it, oh no. Say the line, Bart. Osmanthus wine. So my job really is... Oh yeah, same height as Shogun. My job really is to just talk to the new waifu character everyone likes. That's my entire job in this covert mission. Oh, hey, look. She has a new child. But really quick, without getting too close. I gotta check something. Oh yeah, characters I don't have. Shenhe, Nilou, Alhaitham. Full list. Once they get reruns, I'll get it. Although he already had one, didn't he? I just didn't give a shit. Child job. There he is. Alright, on his belt. I'm seeing if she actually gave it back. Oh yeah, I see it.
It's the knave.
She did uphold her word.
Child.
It would have been really funny if she just chucked it in the ocean, though. That would have been hilarious.
What are you still doing in Fontaine?
Oh, it's you two. I didn't expect to run into you here.
Still recovering
I
from
was
the
unconscious
transformation
for quite
again?
a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea. After I woke up, I realized I was being taken back to Snezhnaya, and well, I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine. So, I mustered up all my strength and made the journey back on my own.
What sort of unfinished business are we talking here?
Oh, you
It
know,
has to
had to
do
go
with
beat up
Skirk,
an old guy.
my master. I really wanted to meet up with her, but by the time I got back, she'd already left.
Oh, that was like
I still
immediately
have so
after
many
she left.
questions for her. Without any other leads, all I could do was ask the knave to help me track her down. She must have left behind some traces from her time in Fontaine.
Oh, okay. So
I mean, she wasn't really
have you
in
found any clues?
Fontaine. Just kind of in the sea.
Unfortunately, no. While the House of the Hearth is adept at collecting all manner of intelligence, certain existences can still manage to escape our purview.
I mean, go ask Nuvalet, he was there.
Unless Master feels there's a need to meet with me, she's not going to be found. But that problem has an easy fix. I just need to become stronger, and then...
Paimon thinks you should focus on getting better first.
The worst of it is over.
Doesn't sound like it.
It's all thanks to that one kid from the House of the Hearth. Elwar, I think her name was. She gave me a bunch of random potions to drink. They didn't go down easy, let me tell you. Pain and chills all over. but they really did help speed up my recovery. And that's good, because it looks like I really do have to head back this time. The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to tell me I'm needed for some sort of project.
Project Stuja?
Yeah, that's the
Stuja.
one. I heard Regrator's involved too. I'm not looking forward to having to listen to all his monologuing, that's for sure. Hey, maybe you could think of a way for me to stay in Fontaine for a little longer.
Hold on, I'm gonna... So, Regrator. I'm going to guess that is Pantalone. Let me just Google it really quick. Yes, okay, I was correct. Process of elimination. He likes one... There's Capitano, the captain. Perrier, the jester. Regrator... Well, I guess the other guy's Rooster. I forgot that, though. So that's only 2 guys left, and he's on good terms with one of them. I wouldn't complain. So, okay. Process of eliminations.
Helping Linny and the others brush up on their fighting skills would be far more interesting.
The Bankman.
If you and I could spar, that would be even better. I've been waiting for a chance to see you go all out.
And what a sweet little daydream that is. But I also have a role to play in all this. I'll be leaving Fontaine shortly as well. Besides, considering how little they see fit to step outside the homeland, being called on to return to Snezhnaya by such illustrious dignitaries, what a great honor. Wouldn't you agree?
One I could do without, I'd say.
Are they talking in double speak,
Does it
or
kind of seem like they're...
casually trash-talking their colleagues?
So, dear guests of the House of the Hearth, to what do I owe the visit?
Well, we just...
Is it just me, or does that vision look brighter than usual? Like it's... fake. I want to learn more about you. Trust me, I've been staring at visions a long time. Looks down at all the vision assets I've made.
Is that so? Introductions have already been made, have they not?
Oh, well, you see? There's only so much you can learn about someone from a short introduction. At least tell us something a little extra, like... Why do you call yourself father?
By the way, hey, if you want any VTuber PNG tube assets for free, go down to my Twitter, linked in every video description. And, you know, pin your tweet, free shit. Every Genshin Vision combination possible. Free Pokemon. Nintendo can take them out of Gmod, they can't take them out of Twitter.
Huh, good question. I'd also like to know.
The fact that you have to ask tells me our intelligence work has been quite successful. Telling you the answer to that question would only serve to undermine that success. And we can't have that, now can we?
Spoken like a true diplomat. That was some expert sidestepping right there.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave. I still have a small matter to resolve at home.
Yeah, on that quote-unquote vision there, it actually, the pyro sigil just curves along the outside of it. Unlike, say, a Mondstadt vision where it's just a ball, and in the core of it, like a marble, is the pyro sigil. If Annie leaves right now, she's sure to run into Linny and Clairvy. Should I release the bird Linny gave us? No, too soon. About the House of the Hearth. What does it mean to you?
I'd also like to hear the answer to this.
Child, you want to hear every
I've met some
answer.
of the members of your organization, and they all seemed like really good kids. They actually reminded me of Tonya and Tusser. Which, by the way, if you ever betray them, I'm just letting you know, I won't let you off easy.
If that were to come to pass, then I suppose there will be several new additions to the House of the Hearth. What did you say their names were? Tonya, Tusser?
And why would I betray them?
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you?
I'm implying she just frickin' murders
That's what I
child.
heard.
Their legal guardian.
Okay, I admit. That's just what the old man told me. The rooster, I mean.
The knave betrayed the House of the Heart. That mean what Clervy said was true?
Wait, did you really do something bad to those kids?
Never mind what I've done. I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say. Care to enlighten me?
Ah, well, nothing much. Just some stuff about you taking out many other members of the House of the Hearth, and even going so far to attack your own family.
I see.
Oh, based on your reaction, I'm guessing it's all a bunch of lies.
Misunderstandings.
I don't appreciate his particular turns of phrase, but I suppose he didn't say anything untrue. Although, it would be more accurate to say that there is a certain level of prejudice involved, but I don't intend to clear that up just yet. Prejudice has a funny way of concealing the real truth behind certain things, an attribute that I find to be quite advantageous.
Let people make assumptions.
Call yourself a Fontanian, for example, and people will assume all sorts of things, when the real truth is that this is simply the land where I was raised.
Huh? You're not actually from Fontaine? But then why did you try to help out with the prophecy and everything?
I was trying to protect the children born in Fontaine. Claiming that I myself was a Fontanian simply made it easier to operate. People would hardly suspect a fellow Fontanian of having any ulterior motives. Who wouldn't want to save their homeland after all? The Primordial Sea wouldn't have any effect on me, but it would have caused great harm to the House of the Hearth. Well, you wanted extra information, didn't you? There you go. I hope that satisfied your curiosity.
Then I throw an intertwined fate at her. If we learn anything about the betrayal, maybe she only revealed the secret to others.
So,
Change the subject.
You stayed in Fontaine for the kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betray them. Apologies. Looks like I was holding on to some prejudices myself.
Good. Like I said, I like it when others have misconceptions.
Child
of
became
me.
more progressive that day.
Actually, while I was recuperating at the House of the Hearth, there was something else that really caught my attention. I heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with a friendly spar, and the loser has to back down. Seems pretty cool if you ask me. Would also give them plenty of opportunities to hone their skills.
Well, that's only a recent development. In the past, such spars weren't nearly so friendly. The losing party would lose everything, including their life.
They were that high stakes? Whew, at least that's not a thing anymore.
Imagine having a
The
casual
current
fight where you have
atmosphere's
to
not
murder
half
your
bad.
opponent if you
I'm
win.
a bit jealous, actually. You've got so many family members around you, and you even get to live with them.
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering and scheming. Once Tonya and Tusser enter their rebellious phase, I'm sure you'll understand. Just imagine. Tusser becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache, or Tonya decides to dye her hair 42 different colors.
Another memeable
Okay,
face there.
okay. I get the picture.
As the conversation shifts to the topic of Tony and Tusser, Child begins to share more. It's a type of conversation that usually falling asleep. Grateful the child.
Well, would you look at the time? I should probably get going. Traveler, Paimon, I'm not sure where our paths will cross next, but the next time we run into each other, we should definitely try and find some time to spar.
Again, maybe this is a conversation we can have when you look less like you're gonna keel over.
Also, Arlecchino talking about the 42 different hair color dyes, when she herself has 3-toned hair. Yeah, that's right, I saw that one red strand in the back. Two red strands in the back.
Alright. Well, thanks for everything,
Right there.
Arlecchino.
No thanks necessary. You also played a part in obtaining the Gnosis. I would say we can call ourselves even.
The Gnosis.
I like the sound of that. Well, I'm off. See you all some other time.
We should probably get going too. Do you want to head back with us?
Oh? You want me to leave so soon?
Oh, well, you see,
I'm rather enjoying the evening breeze. If you don't mind, I think I'll stick around for a bit. I have some things to think about. Apologies for not attending to you like a proper host. Please forgive this slight. I do hope you'll have a pleasant stay.
We managed to keep her distracted until nightfall. Good thing Child was there to keep the conversation going. You don't think
Not
she
quite sure it's
suspected
nightfall.
anything, do you? Oh, I wonder if Liddy ran into any issues. Let's hurry back and see how everything went.
We into the hole we go. Just pet the cat on the way by. There. No fall damage that time.
Lenny, how did everything go?
Well, long story short, we ran into a small issue. Clairvy can't go into the sunlight.
And what's that mean?
Everything was fine at first. She followed me up to the surface just like I told her.
Is she an Enderman?
But as I led her out of the shadows and into the sunlight, she vanished. I turned around and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching me.
She's an Enderman.
Maybe she's afraid of sunlight, or... No, it wouldn't be her wish if that were the case. Well, we could always try pushing her into it.
I'm not sure pushing works on someone without a body.
Oh, true.
I've pretty much tried it all already. Nothing worked. Eventually, the sun went down, so all I could do was bring her back here. How did it go with you, Lynette?
Good. I've got the list. It's right here.
Really?
Phantom
What are we
Thief.
waiting for? Let's take a look! Oh, that's a lot of pages. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
We can each take a section. Here.
Paimon, you got your own section. The smallest one.
Landois, Chambert, Horaire.
What'd you call him? Where? Landois. La Poyade. Jambel.
Oh, yikes. That Horaire guy has a huge scar on his face. He's kinda giving Paimon the creeps.
Ah, I've met him before. The scar is from an injury he received during a mission. I still remember him joking with me about it. He said any future lover would take one look at him and then lose all interest.
Did he say anything else?
Well, I asked
Gurgle,
if there was
gurgle.
someone he was interested in. He said no, and that's where our conversation ended. It was only later that I learned he really did have someone he liked. He risked everything to escape so he could be with her, but it didn't work. One day, Father asked to see him, and, well, I never saw him again after that.
Wait, so that means the knave, she...
It may seem cruel, but it's just one of the rules of the house. Betrayal is not to be taken lightly. We know too many secrets to come and go as we please. So, if you do try to leave, you pay with your life.
Solemn atmosphere descends. Clairvy's name does
Her
not
name's
seem
not
to be on the
here,
list.
huh? Well, that's not too surprising. It doesn't seem like this list is complete. It only contains records dating back around 5 years. Let's
It's a
shift our
pretty big
attention
list for
then.
5 years.
Fremine, were you able to find anything out? Fremine.
Sorry. I was thinking about something.
Was it penguins?
I managed to talk to quite a few people. but I couldn't help but notice that the atmosphere in the house was a little... strange.
Strange.
Yeah, I mean, I know there have been arguments in the past, times when people haven't gotten along. Chaplot and Filiol are a good example of that.
Oh, those are two of the people that we met while delivering supplies. Paimon can see how they might not get along. They had very different vibes, and their, interests seem to be pretty different as well.
That's to be expected, actually. Father brought us all here, shared her knowledge with us, taught us how to fight. That's one thing we all share. But that's also where the similarities end. Not all of us feel the same desire to stay here. As members of the House of the Hearth, we're also considered part of the Fatui. And to a lot of people, that's an identity they never asked for.
Understandable.
Certain members get older and realize they want something else for themselves. But considering the rules of the house, most people would never say that out loud. People like Chaplot and Foltz are loyal to Father and her vision. They're proud to be part of the Fatui.
Vision or
Filial
vision?
and Toy, on the other hand, well, they aren't quite as enthusiastic.
These kinds of conflicts have always been there. It's not like Father is in the dark about any of this.
Well, that's true. But it just feels like things have gotten worse lately. Filial and the others, it seemed like they were meeting in secret to talk about something. I can't say for sure, but I think they've met Clairvy.
You think she's been inciting them to act out?
No, not exactly. But I wouldn't be surprised if she said something to them about the darkness in the house and how deep it runs. She's told me about it before.
That has happened
Experiments
today.
being run on children. People being used as pawns on the battlefield without so much as the strength to survive.
And they just believed all that? Without any evidence?
Clairvy's words probably gave them the excuse they were looking for. Whether they actually believe them to be true is secondary.
This is all because of Project Stuja, isn't it?
Whoa. Hold on a second. What's this Project Stuja all about, huh? This is the second time it's come up now.
Sorry, but I'm not sure of the details either. I only know what Father has told us, which is that it's something the Rooster and Regrader have been working on together. Apparently, it has to do with the Fatui's strategic plan for the future.
Sorry, I was muted. I'm sure someone out there is going to make a lore/theory video breaking down that word. Find out exactly what Struz is.
Because the House of the Hearth was so successful in obtaining the Gnosis, we now have the honor of playing a key role in Project Stuja.
Wait, but isn't that a good thing?
Key role is just another way of saying dangerous role. To us, the whole thing is an inconvenience. Father thinks so too, but she's in no position to refuse. Their plan
she's
isn't
higher
exactly
than both of them
unreasonable,
in
and
the
they've
list.
been funneling the house a lot of funding. It's just that we'll lose a lot of members in the process. Participating in the plan, it's an honor in name only. What they're really trying to do is subdue us. The existence of an intelligence organization outside their control makes them feel uneasy.
So the left arm is shooting the right arm. Makes sense. It doesn't. Looks like the Fatui are plotting something big, but given how little Linny and the others seem to know about it, probably won't be able to learn much. Hopefully it's something that comes to fruition sooner than... well, a lot more expediently than the whole Mecha Osile incident with the Abyss. I should keep a sharp eye out during the future dealings with the Fatui to see what I can learn.
Super complicated top secret Fatui business aside, what does all of this have to do with the conflicts you were talking about earlier? Paimon doesn't get the connection.
External pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife. You can't overlook the power of fear either. People are afraid of dying, and that fear is often the impetus for a lot of stupid decisions. I thought resolving the Clairvy situation would make everything go back to normal, but it looks like things are more complicated than I thought. If we leave Filiol and the others to their own devices, sooner or later, Father will be forced to take action.
We can only focus on one situation at a time, brother.
You're right. Even if we confront Filiol and the others, it won't do any good. It might even make matters worse. We should focus on Clairvy for now.
Speaking of, where is she?
It's getting late. We should head back and get some rest. We'll try again first thing tomorrow. Lynette, you stick with me this time. Fremine, keep a close eye on Filiol and the others. Make sure they don't do anything they'll regret.
Okay.
Good work today, everyone. Have a good night.
I'll let them play with
see you
Pierre
tomorrow.
the Penguin. That should calm their nerves. Rest of the temporary? No. It's horse murder time. So I think I have like only 5 out of 20. So, gonna drop a big rock on him. Once I charge that up anyway.
Shine down.
Stabilize.
Lay bare.
Solidify.
Adventure time.
Hey, buddy. Question.
Crumble.
Thanks.
Everybody stand back. Witness
Not
my
fully charged, but let's go. Only 17k. Oof.
illusion shattered. Shine down.
I didn't think that move there is kind of cool. Fire drill. More like fire grill. Am I right?
Let's light it up.
There should be an achievement for knocking him down the second he gets back up.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Everlasting as the moon.
Oh.
Laid bare. Shine down.
Wait, no, no. Okay, good. And that should change it to the small pillar. And finish him off.
Now you shall perish.
146, Jesus Christ. That was actually pretty strong by my standards. Okay. And let's just take a look here. 7. I still need 13. So that's 4 to 6 more I need. That's like a day's worth of resin, and I have, let me just, there we go. Now I've got a day's worth of resin. Problem solved. Wouldn't gliding be faster? Yes, but not your gliding, Venti. Alright, sleepy time. I was up for like a second. Did they really expect us to read it?
Hey, you don't think the knave will be too angry with Linny and everyone if she finds out about all this, do you? She's even scary when she
Enraged.
smiles. If she were to actually get angry... Ooh, you have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, Traveler?
Don't I always? Just hide behind me.
Trust is ever, Traveler. Look! Look over there!
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's
Let's
Clairvy.
catch up with her before anyone sees.
We... No, if you really wanted a speed team, just throw on Sayu, Wanderer, and that dog. And Elon. Because the other three don't take up stamina. In fact, for Wanderer, your stamina recharges while you're in his speed form.
Oh, where is she going? Oh, if someone sees her, we're toast.
So I imagine you would do Arlecchino, or sorry, the Yelan and Sayu into Arlecchino, into Wanderer, into Arlecchino,
Look, she stopped.
into the other two again, and then Arlecchino, Wanderer, Arlecchino, the other two.
Clairby! Shh. I opened the window while no one was looking. Look how pretty the outside is.
There are no windows.
If only I could have more than this. You probably think I'm being silly, huh? All this hopeless resisting. It's better to dream of what I could have than try to make it a reality, right? Please, help us get on the same page here, Clary. We need you to tell us what you know. Can you do that? Sure. Although, after you hear all this, I think you might regret that decision. Everyone in this family is nothing more than a tool. Something to be used and exploited. We're all expendable. Including me.
The Expendables?
As long as you're useful, you get to stick around. Lose your value. You're handed over to the doctor, experimented on, and given a fate worse than death. I've seen it happen again and again, and I've had enough. You're saying the knave did all that? It's just, that doesn't seem like something she would do. She's scary and all, but it seems like even she has lines she wouldn't cross. I knew you wouldn't believe me. Everyone thinks she's a good person. They all think of her like a real mother. Mother? But she
That's
doesn't
not the
deserve
right
that
pronoun.
title. She's disgraced it and tarnished it.
Actually, no, it's his regular
And if
name.
I had things my way, I'd never see her again. If only Perry were here, she'd understand. Perry? There's that name again. Also, Paimon's getting a strange feeling.
Alright, explain
It
with the
almost
proper
feels
nouns.
like she's not really here with us. Paimon can't tell if she's actually talking to us or if she's mistaken us for someone else.
I mean, she's a freaking ghost. Paimon. We met a ghost who once turned a freaking ruin, I don't remember what's the flying one called. The original flying one, not the Drake. Ah, whatever. Point is, ghosts be weird.
Well, in any case, it seems like she really needs someone to talk to. We should keep her company for a little longer.
Hardly see those anymore.
She looks so young.
It's like Hoyo
But
has
it
phased
seems
him
like
out.
she's been through a lot. It's getting windy. I should close the window. Ooh, look at the moon. Isn't it pretty? Hey, wanna hear a secret? I heard that if you look up at the night sky in Snezhnaya, you can see the aurora. It's supposed to be super pretty. Even prettier than the moon tonight.
I want to see Hoyo make auroras. That'd be fun.
Perry and I promised each other that once we're older, we're gonna go see it together. But I can't find her. I'm worried she's also been... No, that wouldn't happen to her. She's special. Mother likes her a lot. We should really go talk to Mother, but we just fought. She doesn't want to see me, and I'm too scared to face her. What should I do?
Have you tried stabbing her? Have some time. Clairvy seems to come back to herself.
Paimon really doesn't understand what's going on with her. Well, let's head back. We've got an early morning tomorrow.
All right, looks like we're all here. Let's go ahead with the plan.
Raise his hand.
Oh? What is it?
Have the knave and the doctor ever, like, even remotely liked each other?
What makes you ask that?
Clairvy?
Well, we kinda ran into Clairvy last night, and that's what she told us. We met the doctor back in Sumeru. He's super dangerous, and he's done all sorts of bad things.
All sorts.
It's possible that Father and the Doctor have had certain dealings, but I don't think Father would work with him. We're not really on the same side, so there's not a lot of trust between them. That doesn't exactly set the stage for a successful partnership. I did hear, though, that when Father first became a Harbinger, the Doctor offered to work with the House of the Hearth. Father rejected most of his proposals, except for one. It had to do with some sort of secret experiment.
Secret experiment? Could that be what Clairvy was talking about?
Probably not.
I don't think so.
I don't know any details about the experiment itself, but I do know it's an entirely independent operation. The Doctor only proposed a direction for the research. That was the extent of his involvement. I still don't think that counts as working together. The details of the experiment are confidential, but complete records are kept on all participants. That doesn't seem to be the case with the situation Clairvy referred to. I know you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods, and I'm not asking you to. But I am asking you to trust us on this.
Now they're all touching their
The House of
hearts.
the Hearth has its own principles. There are certain lines we're not willing to cross.
I just realized all three of them
That's good to hear,
wear
at least.
shorts. Whether short shorts or
Clairvy
short
seems
dresses.
to think the knave and the
skirts,
doctor
whatever.
worked together to do something horrible. If that turned out to be true, Paimon doesn't know how he would even face you guys. It's just that it doesn't seem like Clairvy is lying either. The easiest thing to do would be just ask the knave directly, but Paimon doesn't think she'd tell us.
Paimon, just bring up the fact that she said mother instead of father.
Father didn't come back last night. She's probably still near the shore. We'll be counting on you to distract her. Lynette,
You're saying she's
you're
been
with me.
standing in that one spot for
Fremine,
24 hours.
You know what to do. Be on your guard, everyone.
I didn't know she also had
All right,
the time dial.
let's get to it.
She's her own RPG character now. Hey, horsey. Who wants to get some glue? Wait, hold on, before I go in there. I really need more Fontaine guides. So focused on leveling up older characters that I haven't gone through with the old, or the new ones. The new materials. Alright. Don't need that. Would like the skill damage. 1% elemental damage resistance per 100 attack, up to 1,000. So that's like 10% all elementals. Let's see. Was it a constellation that value 100%? I remember there was something about it being where it was like, hey, you get more anti-health per anti-health.
Let's light it up!
Order guide you.
Illusion shattered!
And come on.
Stabilize.
He thought he'd get escape.
Witness my
I really fucked that one up.
overrule.
Only 19. Only 19k.
Shine down!
Solidified. This is order.
He lifts his legs up.
Let's
He then
light it up.
explodes. Freaking horse. Thinking he's all that. Just because he can gallop and I can't. Gallivanting around on 4 legs.
Let's light it up. Everybody stand. This is where you fall.
53, nice. Also, you, sorry, no. I'm not giving you my flowers that I already farmed a lot of passively over months.
Torn to oblivion.
So there's like 10 just on your way to fight the robot dancers. And like 4 characters need the robot dancers. Hey, look, I still have so much charge. Is that Eidolon trying to talk to the slime? It's like, hey, hey, over here. Directly in his face. But look at that, she hasn't moved an inch in 24 hours. RPG character.
Ah, it's you two again. I must say, you look a bit pale. Did you have trouble sleeping last night?
A little.
Perhaps if you had less on your mind, you'd be able to absolve yourself of such troubles. So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Or should I give you some time to rack your brain for a topic to discuss before I ask any questions? Although I must profess to being curious. Without child here, how do you plan on distracting me?
I mean, you've just been standing here for 24 hours. You've done a fantastic job yourself.
Us? Distract you? Good one. But no, we were just here for a chat.
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think. No matter. If you don't have any other plans, why don't you accompany me somewhere? Don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear of any scheming children.
The ocean breeze is sure nice today.
Why don't we go for a swim?
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups. But nothing gets past me. Least of all a little scheming. I think I'll let them have at it for a little longer. I can be very patient. Well,
Pat
I'll
yourself
leave
on the
you to
back.
think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia.
Well, that's pretty
Good
far away.
things come to children who do as they're told. So I do hope you decide to tag along. If only for your friends' sakes.
What should we do? She clearly knows about everything we've been doing, and Paimon doesn't think it'd be a stretch to say she was threatening us just now.
Well, she already read the script for the whole freaking quest line, so... Should release that pigeon. And then it combusts. You know, carrying that pigeon around probably was
good
a
idea.
pretty
Hopefully he sees it in time.
damn obvious
we
sign.
should probably head to the Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to find out what happens if we don't show up. Based on what the knave was saying just now, it sure didn't seem like it'd be anything good.
Really don't have any other options. Guess all we can do is take it one step at a time.
Okay, then we probably shouldn't keep her waiting. It seems like Linny and the others are on thin ice, so let's do our best to not get them in any more trouble.
And if only Hoyo could program a chat where you walk with someone. But actually, hold on. I will check if that's a real vision. I'm gonna go hit some stuff as Bennett. Oh wait, no. Looks like the fake ones also kind of do it. I was gonna see if it glowed when your ultimate's ready. If only I still had Shenhe's quest,
Let's light it up!
where it straight shows you what real visions are.
Huh?
Seems like it gets darker the more anti-health you have on you.
Laid bare.
Solidify!
Illusion shattered! Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal!
So yeah, if you are doing Shenhe's questline, you gotta find that one rock. Yeah, that's... Oh no, it is... It is actually glowing a bit. Okay, maybe it's real. Maybe it's just very funky looking, but real. There we go. Funky, but legit. Maybe.
Seeing as we still have some time before my meeting, we might as well enjoy some pleasant conversation while we wait. I'm glad to see you get along with my children. Being surrounded by good companions is necessary for a child's development.
You're not planning on doing anything to them, are you?
I assume you're referring to Lenny, Lynette, and Fremine. Although, there's that situation with Filial and Nentoy as well. It appears quite a few people have been acting out lately. No matter. I'm not one to discriminate. All those who betray the house meet the same fate. There are no exceptions.
They're really not betraying.
Does that mean you're going to kill them?
I mean, two of them are, but not the other three.
Are you here to beg for their lives? I'm sorry to disappoint, but the rules of the house change for no one. In my organization, everyone is responsible for their own actions.
But don't you care about them at all? They really respect you. They even call you father. You must feel something for them.
Any organization in which feelings come before principles is one destined for ruin. The House of the Hearth is hardly an exception. You could say our principles are more stringent than most. Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. As our guests, you two will not be held accountable along with them.
But I want to fight you.
I would imagine Linny, Lynette, and Fremine will be able to keep their lives. As for Filial, Nentoy, and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do. They can try to escape, but once you know our secrets, there's no getting out alive.
But
Oh no, anyway.
that's awful.
Hardly even know him. Wasn't impressed either
You seem
when I saw him.
concerned. Out of consideration for my guests, I suppose I could turn a blind eye for a little longer. If Linny and the others manage to dispose of Clairvy in the meantime, all evidence of their wrongdoing will be lost. In that case, I could hardly punish them for something I couldn't prove. If their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable. And the punishment will be severe.
Deal.
Of course.
Shake on it.
Oh, and here, I believe this belongs to you. Do try and keep better track of it next time. It takes a considerable amount of time to train a bird like this. It would be such a pity if you were to lose it. Permanently.
Wait, where did you get that?
Obviously from the sky.
Well,
Duh.
I'm afraid that's all the time we have to chat. Now, for the matter at hand. I asked you to meet me here because I have business at the Palais Mermonia. It has nothing to do with you, but I think it would be prudent for you to stick by my side for the time being. There will always be time later to run off and tell Linny what you've learned. Well, time to go. Looks like we wrapped things up just in time.
Hello, looking for a Mr. Arlecchino? Oh, there's a little bit there. Gonna have to go over there later. Is that where that supposed Natlin informant guy, fisherman, is? Suppose there's just a guy with Natlin Lord sitting there.
Stabilize! I I will have order.
In a Sumeru port.
We go.
So I suppose that's it.
Transfixed.
And down. Whoops, I meant to swap to this first. Then this.
Witness my rise. Let's light it up.
Hello, horsey. I'm gonna need you to kneel. Once again.
Illusion shattered. Now you shall perish.
Good eyes. Thank you.
Let's light it up.
Hold on. No music allowed. I have headphones in. This is a public space.
This is where you fall.
Well, she wasn't lying. This is where you fall. He falls. She did warn him. Alright, this is only one bad subset. I'm keeping it. Although, not many characters wouldn't want an Elemental Mastery Cup. Or Elemental Damage Cup. I need 8 more. Well, if it's all 3s, then I don't need more. If it is all 3s, or isn't all 3s, even a single miss. No, I can do a single miss. I need at least 2 3s. Alright, so who's she meeting with? I imagine Nouvelette? Who else do we know who's in this building? Just barge right in the door. Yep, Nouvelette, there he is. The Otter Dragon. He's not an autocrat, he's an ottercrat.
It's been a while, Monsieur Neuvillette. I must say, I wasn't expecting my meeting request to be approved quite so quickly. The Palais Mermonia operates with an efficiency worthy of admiration.
It is only right that an esteemed diplomat such as yourself should be afforded the proper level of respect. Although, if I may speak plainly, I must confess that I did not anticipate we would have the occasion to meet again after presenting you with the Gnosis.
You see, we run so efficiently because I do not have lunch breaks. Or any kind of break. I simply drink water passively as I work, and that fills me entirely. Both stomach-wise and spiritually.
I see you brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well. If I may inquire as to the purpose of your visit.
I'll be departing Fontaine shortly. There is, however, an outstanding matter that I would like to see resolved before I go. It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this proposal. Please review it at your leisure, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Alright, if you insist. Takes 2 hours to read it. It's 1 page long. He's got the really fancy eyes. Was there already tea there? I didn't remember seeing tea there.
I understand
She must
your
have brought her
request. However, at the risk of causing offense, I must admit that I fail to see why you would wish for such a thing.
I heard you have a certain fondness for water tasting, Monsieur Neuvillette, so allow me to use water as an analogy. A family is like a large body of water with countless rivers flowing in and out. As someone who watches over this system, I would hope that each river that flows from the source will eventually reach the ocean. Of course, objectively speaking, I know this is impossible. Most of the rivers will dry up along the way, disappearing into the ground and leaving nothing but a barren riverbed behind. Not all rivers are destined to reach the ocean, but I would not see their existence rendered meaningless. I believe the water that flows within them is simply meant for a different destination, like a field in need of irrigation. Or perhaps the glass of a certain water-tasting enthusiast.
Did you get any of that, Traveler?
Instead of murdering kids, she wants to put kids under Nouvelette's care.
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few among us are willing to sip from a glass filled with tainted water.
It may have been tainted at one point in time, but not to worry. I'll make sure it's drained of all impurities and returned to its cleanest form.
And how exactly do you remove secrets from
I seem to
somebody?
recall there being a transactional aspect to your proposal. Perhaps you could expound on that?
Oh, maybe that's the one
If
thing
you
with the
accept my
doctor.
proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I will gradually withdraw my forces from Fontaine.
Oh, I get it now. The one thing that she agreed with for the doctor is to remove memories from any flunkies from the Fatui. And then they can leave while being quote-unquote killed, and given a new identity. So they can live out their wishes freely and safely.
And, unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer
And
carry
also
out
continuing
any
to be a threat
special
to all
missions
the others.
within Fontaine.
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar to the Tartuffe assassination will cease to cross my desk?
Tartuffe? Ah, that thief who embezzled funds from all those charities, you mean? My deepest condolences to his family, but without any evidence, I cannot imagine how the House of the Hearth might have been involved in his passing. Of course, if you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I'm sure certain measures could be taken to reduce the frequency of such troubles.
Well, you see, his
Choose your
neck had a
words
boot
carefully
print that
indeed.
matches your
In
stilettos.
that case, I am inclined to accept your proposal.
My thanks for your generosity, Monsieur Neuvillette. Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water from Snezhnaya for you to enjoy. I do hope I get the chance to hear your impressions. Perhaps at our next meeting, yes?
Indeed. I trust you would not overlook your commitment in the meantime.
Okay, now say the
All
line.
right, Traveler Paimon. Time to go.
I know, but he will never say that. He'll never say those words again. Those famous 4 words of his. Just ignore the quest. Ignore the quest editor. Actually, I don't even need to tell myself. I just ignore them all the time. I have so many quests I gotta finish. Although Monsat 100% is all quests.
What
All
exactly were
exploration.
you talking about back there? Paimon only heard you mention some rivers, a large body of water, and then some kind of irrigation scheme.
Paimon, subtext. Come on.
You
It's not
really
that hard.
want to know. I would imagine there might be more pressing concerns at the moment.
Winnie, Paimon really hopes everything's going okay. Oh, Paimon recognizes that look. You've got your thinking cap on, don't you, Traveler?
Nate makes you relax. Doesn't seem like he'd be joking earlier when she said those 2 betrayed their organization was paid with their lives. Thinks she's gonna punish those kids. How can we stop her there? No, there's something else to figure out first. No, it's all good. While we were talking in front of the Palais Maronia, she mentioned Clervy's name. How did she know about Clervy this entire time? Hey look, the guy with the scar on his face.
Oh, shoot.
He's got green hair now.
Are you alright? Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I was so focused on selling these papers, I wasn't looking where I was going.
Yeah, you should pay more attention,
well,
idiot.
let me make it up to you at least. Here, take this paper. On the house.
Zoom in on the scar. He looks familiar.
Oh, you don't have to give us anything.
Please, I want to. It's not like I'm short on supply. All the extras will be useless come tomorrow anyway. It's my fault, really.
I was just trying to bring home some extra mora for the family, but I bit off more than I can chew. I haven't had many takers today, so I'm still swimming in papers.
What's going on here?
Nothing much. I just ran into your friend here on accident. I should probably get going, actually, so...
Oh, and when Dottore takes the memories, he can, you know, stick them into things as power sources. So there's his motive.
Hold on.
Of course, I'm happy to compensate you with mora, it's just... I don't have any on me at the moment.
I'll take 3 papers. Here. Your payment.
Oh! Thank you for your patronage. May the Archons bless you with good fortune. If only I had the chance to run into such generous customers every day. I should probably just take on a smaller inventory though, right? I'm getting married soon, so sometimes it's hard to not get ahead of myself. Anyway, I should head out. Goodbye!
Well, now that my affairs are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson. We've even acquired some light reading to enjoy along the way.
Actually, why don't we stick around for a little longer? Paimon just realized how hungry she is. She can't head back to Poisson on an empty stomach.
You haven't had any food for like a day. You were standing there
It
at
appears
the river
you
the
two are
entire
under the
time.
impression that delaying our return will somehow alter the situation in your favor. I'm sorry to ruin your fantasy, but your efforts are meaningless. That being said, I could be persuaded to give Linny some extra time. I just have one condition. If you agree to my request, I'll even answer some of your questions. You're quite curious about Claire V, are you not? And my relationship to her.
Wait, why are you being so generous all of a sudden? You're not gonna ask us to do something bad, are you?
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the talent for bad things.
Then what can you possibly...
True. Nah, I did a
The
renegade
most
ship. I can
important
do bad all
consideration
day.
in a negotiation is that both sides receive something they want. Demands and threats only get you so far.
Your condition. Let's hear it.
Wonderful. Here it is. When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
Okay, sounds normal enough. But what do you mean, when the time comes? When is that supposed to be?
That is for you to decide.
So, our condition is to do what we probably would do anyway. Deal?
Then we have a deal. Follow me.
Easiest game of Deal or No Deal in my life. I will be the millionaire this time. Oh man, there's no waypoint over there. Wait, I've been there. That's where I wish for her. I know that random spot on the map. They even changed it. Wait, actually, no, hold on. I got a horse to kill. Then I'll be going there. Yeah. And also, let me just boost up that ultimate a bit. Sorry, elemental burst. It's an ultimate. Alright. About 150% up. Well, actually, no. Can I go even higher? Can I go even further beyond? No. I need a candle. Because, hey, spoiler, there's a new weekly boss and it's her.
There is no escape.
Gotta go beat her up to get her ascension material.
Stabilize.
Laid bare. Let's light it up. Illusion shattered.
This guy sure loves to growl at me.
I'm going in. Witness my rise.
26 on a
Shine down.
on half percent. Oh damn, he left. Hold on, I can fix it. Alright, let's charge up a full blast.
Stabilize.
Overruled. Let's light it up. Illusion shattered.
And wait for it, wait for it. There we go.
Everybody
Get the Bennett in. Come on, crit.
everlasting as the moon.
No. No crit. Alright, hopefully next time it crits. But for now... Shit tier. It's actually not the worst. Oh, but it's for an elemental masterpiece. It'd have to be an off-piece, and that's usually reserved for... Yeah, anyway. I got a 3, so that's good. I won the 50-50 of getting a 3. Versus a 2. Hey, look! Some free charge. Oh, I just did a quick check. I've lost a total of 12 frames so far. Is he teabagging with the shield up?
There is no escape.
Joy, we've only just begun. Stabilize.
Let's light it up.
Yes, I can. Don't think I can't run.
I see through you. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Come on, dude, hold up.
You can't
Hold
run.
up.
Well, neither can I. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. Looks like I went too far.
Man, she's strong. Nom. Alright, now I just gotta climb up this big ass wall. And I should be all good. It's this way. Now would be a good time to have Kazuha in the party. I say as I don't swap to Kazuha. You know, I don't know why I keep acting surprised that she's strong. She's a fucking Harbinger. Number 4 even, what did I expect? Although she really is just New Tao. I was right last night. Hu Tao, meet New Tao. No? Oh, sorry, don't go inside just yet. Go out the window. I like that the walls are blown outward.
Somewhere long forgotten by everyone. It used to be a grand building. Now it's nothing more than a pile of rubble. No one comes here anymore, nor does anyone care about what once happened here.
Seems like you do.
Although, this place does have something to do with the story I'm about to tell you. It was before I became a Harbinger, and before Linny and the others joined the House of the Hearth. Due to certain events, I first killed Clairvy and then her mother. And this is where it all happened.
You were the one that killed Clairvy?
What a twist, if only we didn't already see it.
Patience now. Allow me to explain Clairvy's side of the story first. I'll start from the beginning. Clairvy was 6 years old when she was brought by her mother, Crucibina, to live in the House of the Hearth. From the outside, it seemed like a fairy tale. A thriving family made up of kind adults and friendly children. Crucibina was the knave at that time, and the House of the Hearth was under her control. She was Clairvy's mother by blood, but she was also the mother to all the children in the house. Clairvy was happy here, for a time. But she quickly realized that being part of this family wasn't a fairy tale at all. It was a kind of purgatory.
Purgatory?
Exactly. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over Tevat. But as for how to raise them, that depends entirely on the person in charge.
It's funny that we don't see that many wars, if
She
any.
would teach the children to fight.
Where do these orphans keep
Force
coming from?
them to duel each other, and then crown as the king of the house the child who proved themselves most worthy of inheriting her title. It's difficult to estimate the number of children who died or were maimed in the process. There's little I can say about the ones who died. The ones that emerged with permanent injuries, on the other hand, well, they still served a purpose. They would be handed over to the doctor to be experimented on, or sent away on dangerous missions. Nothing more than tools to be used and then discarded.
So those were the experiments Clairvy was talking about. But what actually happened to her? You said that Clairvy was Crucibina's daughter, so if Clairvy tried to convince her to stop what she was doing, Crucibina probably would have listened, right?
No.
Despite being Clairvy's mother, Crucibina cared little for her daughter. She forced Clairvy to join the House of the Hearth only as a means to demonstrate her own impartiality as a mother, to prove that she treated all her children equally. Clairvy did try to convince her mother to change her ways, but it was to no avail. After her efforts failed, the only other option was to rise up and try to fight back. Unfortunately, the other children had already been thoroughly indoctrinated into the illusion of happiness Crucibina had created. Of course, there was one exception. Someone Clairvy's age who knew the truth about the House of the Hearth. Her name was Peruere.
The platypus?
Wait, the friend that Clairvy mentioned?
Friend, huh? I suppose we can call her that for now. Clairvy was a cheerful and passionate person with a tenacious spirit. Peruere, on the other hand, was rather cold-blooded. Her cold-blooded
She had
nature
X's
allowed
in
her to
her
see
O's.
through Crucibina's facade. Yet, it was also this cold-bloodedness that prevented her from acting against it. At least at first. While Clairvy longed for freedom, Peruere was convinced that, amid all the fighting and violence, she would make it until the end. Despite
And she was
the
right.
differences, the two became fast friends, united by their knowledge of the truth. Clairvy told Peruere that she hoped to create a real family, where no one would be killed.
Oh, hello,
or
Resurrection. How are you
sacrificed.
doing tonight?
There may have been a certain naivete to her ideas, but Clairvy proved her determination many times over. She tried countless times to run away, ask for help, or
Tired?
expose the truth.
Oh, was it a long day?
But her efforts only earned her beating after beating. The only thing
Need
that
more
kept her
H2O.
going was her
Yeah,
strength
go ahead and
of
rehydrate.
will. Even with her body racked with pain, she would still stand on her tiptoes and open the window at night.
Gonna be a long
She
month.
and Peruere would look out at the moon together, a fierce longing for freedom shining in her eyes. But one
Yeah,
day
in my
that
own line of
light
work, it's also
simply vanished.
unusually
No.
busy
What happened?
because people are
Her
getting their
hopelessness
taxes
resulted
back.
from a culmination of things. 10 years had passed. 10 years worth of failure after failure. She and Peruere weren't children anymore, but finding any chance to escape still seemed as hopeless as ever. It was during this time that Peruere suggested
You had
a
to pay
new
back.
plan.
Oof.
If escaping was out of the question,
Well, last year I got a
why
decent
not
amount
take
back.
down
This
the
year
very
I'm getting
person sitting on
chump
top
change.
of this throne of lies?
So it's a little disappointing for me
Mother
too.
herself. Clairvy rejected that proposal. She claimed that, as a famous Harbinger, Crucibina possessed an unimaginable amount of power. Trying to kill her would have an incredibly low chance of success.
I mean, it
Clairvy
depends on
never gave
what rank
another
she
reason,
was.
but Peruere
Was she
could
11?
see it written all over her
'Cause
face.
she got punked.
Clairvy still thought of Crucibina as her mother. Killing her own flesh and blood was a line she couldn't bring herself to cross. If she couldn't escape and fight back, then only one option remained.
Well, you know, you could also just have Perry the Platypus go fight her.
Precisely. Death was the only way that she felt she could be free. It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner turned out to be none other than Peruere. The very person that had stood by her side all those years. It was a fierce battle. But ultimately, Clairvy decided to let Peruere end her life.
It's a lot
From
less
that
blood in
moment on,
this version of the
Peruere's
retelling.
journey was one written in flames. When the rain finally came and washed it all away, there she stood, the sole victor in Mother's endless game of slaughter. A trail of corpses strewn across her path to success. It was the very result she had predicted 10 years prior. Even then, she believed she would make it until the end. She wasn't surprised by the fact that she emerged as Mother's undisputed heir. Rather, her success left her with an inexplicable sense of restlessness. She was unsettled. And there was only one thing that could quell that sensation. Perhaps you two would like to take a guess as to what it was?
Kill your predecessor.
Crucibina, you mean? But...
Correct. This is the place where Peruere killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place where she fought tooth and nail to kill the mother they shared. The moment she acted, any conception of what was right or wrong ceased to matter. It's one of the principles of the house. Only those who survive get to write the rules. Peruere won the battle, and became a Harbinger herself. After which Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, bestowed upon her a new name. Arlecchino.
Arlecchino.
So Harry Clairvy was talking about... It was you all along. You're Peruere.
The platypus?
Arlecchino is just a name you got later.
Oh, yeah. Paimon, we already know all the Harbingers got 2 code names. Slap. Already know Child and Tartaglia are the same. As well as Ajax.
I left that name behind long ago. I must say, hearing it now does bring back memories.
I had a fancy hat back then.
The moniker of Mother died with her. I chose to forego the title she called herself, and even chose to give up my own name. I rebuilt the House of the Hearth under a new identity. Not only as Arlecchino, but as father. And that is where the story ends. Any more questions?
So, who's the ghost?
Yeah. Based on what you just told us, Clairvy wasn't a little kid when she was killed.
Daddy issues?
So the Clairvy we met...
More like mommy issues.
Was she really a spirit at all?
So opposed to the idea of moms that you decide to become a dad.
Her existence is like ashes to a fire. Something left over in the wake of blaze and ruin.
Wait, does this make her a single father?
You see, a certain power runs through my veins. It's not unlike a curse. My flames leave behind shadows of anything they consume. Of course, the chances of those shadows morphing into a sentient entity are exceedingly slim. Clairvy is a very special case. Clairvy died when she was 16 years old, but what emerged from the flames was her 6-year-old self. Her appearance wasn't the only thing affected. Most of her memories were lost to the blaze as well. Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self. Lose 10 years' worth, however, And it would be like living in the past.
That's over half her life.
Like returning to a version of yourself that never grew up.
No wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling when we were talking to her.
Perhaps I should put it this way. Clairvy is someone trapped in time. It may seem like she exists with us in the present, but she truly lives in the confines of her own past.
So if all of that is true, then you must have known about
Just
Clairvy
like
for a
the
long
statue
time.
people in the sea.
Indeed. She's a rather volatile and unstable entity. Sometimes she would look after the children. She's even saved some of their lives. But other times, she would hide from me and become obsessed with revealing the truth about the house to anyone who will listen. Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time. Your attempts to expose Clairvy to sunlight. They failed, yes? The reason is actually quite simple. In Clairvy's mind, the house is impossible to escape, and it is this very perception that traps her there. But no matter. All I have to do is kill her again, and all will be resolved. I don't anticipate so much as a single speck of ash will be left behind this time.
How do you kill a ghost?
Paimon can understand why you might want her gone, but isn't there another way?
Yeah, I got like
So
a...
if she's trapped in her 6-year-old self, she's still your friend! At least talk to her first!
It's got like a waffle press sticker in there. The Ghostbuster
It's
way.
too late for that. She broke the rules, and now she must be punished. That goes for Filial and Nantoy as well. She's had quite the effect on them. I hope you understand. The difference between Crucibina and myself lies in our formulation of the rules, not our policy for
Hotel
enforcing
service,
them.
yeah.
Upholding the rules without question is
Well,
a
I've
trait
been
we both
calling
share,
Arlecchino
because that is how a
the
household
new Tao
should be
this
run.
entire time, so it fits. Even down to the ghosts.
Is this really what you want to do?
Rare traveler line.
Whatever could you mean?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs: anger and sorrow. Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver. Well, it appears it's about time to proceed. Before we arrived, I told some of my well-behaved children to bring our troublemakers here by nightfall. I do believe I've kept my end of the deal. I give your friends quite a bit more time. As for what happens now, we'll just have to wait and see.
Here they are, Father.
We brought everyone.
You gonna execute
And the
him?
ghost that's in the sunlight right
Something
now.
like that would actually be a first for me. Lenny!
Oh, technically, just barely in the shadow, okay. Clairvy.
I'm sorry. I heard about how you helped buy us more time. But I still failed. I couldn't find a way to fulfill her wish.
Huh? Are you... Perry?
The platypus?
It's been a while, Clairvy.
Perry!
The platypus!
Stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first, I believe certain scores need settling.
Oh, I here thought I was about
Father, let
to
me
fight.
explain.
Out of my way.
Father!
You chose to conceal a threat to the house. And for that, you must be punished.
But father,
Overall, however,
you don't even
suppose
have a
wrongdoing
belt.
is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll deal with your punishments later. As for right now, the more pressing concerns are the traitors among us.
By traitors? Do you mean us?
Father, let me
Thinking
explain.
the same thing.
We didn't
Yep,
mean to...
yeah, we were.
Fultz, why don't you share what you heard?
Yes, Father. Secret Midnight Meeting number 3. Participants, Filial, Nantoi, Sato, Toddy. Nantoi clearly said, if only Father wasn't the one who took us in. Sato added, I'm sick of this life. I just want to live as a normal person. Filial was the worst of them all. She called us crazies and said a bunch of mean things about Father.
I did not! You're lying! Fultz is trying to frame us.
It's not like I'm the only one who heard those things. After that, you and Toddy and a bunch of other people started talking about Clairvy. You were using all those things Clairvy brought up as an excuse to question Father. We're birds locked in a cage. The only way out is to destroy it. That's what you said, wasn't it?
You little... You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you, huh? And you,
Well, you
Sheplo,
betrayed us.
Have you forgotten who stood by your sickbed, watched over you, and changed your dressings? Come on, let's hear it then. What's your reason for all this?
You're wrong, Filial. We don't want you to die. You're our family.
Then why are you snitching? Do you want
Liar.
stitches?
You wouldn't be doing this if that were the case. So why? Why have you backed us into a corner?
We all live in the House of the Hearth. You know the type of work we do, Filial. A single betrayal can cost dozens of us our lives. It's not like it's never happened before. That kind of thing is hard to forget. That's why the House of the Hearth cannot tolerate any form of betrayal. Ever since we came to Poisson, you've had 7 secret meetings. A lot of the things you talked about really crossed the line.
You've been spying on us for half a month? Wait a second. Now that I think about it, the move to Poisson was just a way to make it easier to spy on us, wasn't it? Because we were all in one place. You've had this planned all along.
Filial, Nantoi, I'm sorry. I owe you both my life. I owe Clairvy too. If it weren't for all your help after I got poisoned, I wouldn't be standing here today. If this were any other situation, I would do anything to repay that kindness, even if it cost me my life. But rules are rules. I'm sorry. My hands are tied.
Why? Why?
That's enough, Filial.
Don't
We
worry.
made a mistake.
Just gonna get you some mind wipe
And
tonic.
we should own up to it.
Doctor prescription.
We broke the rules. Plain and simple. And now we have to face the consequences. I'm sorry, Sheplo. Fultz. I'm sorry, Father. We accept our punishment.
Chapleau, according to the rules of the House of the Hearth, how should these traitors be punished?
All those who betray the house pay with their lives.
And so it shall be.
Just do the Nahida delete filial.exe. There you go. No secrets anymore.
Father, please wait!
Something you want to say, Linny?
Please reconsider, Father. What Filial and the others did, does it really count as betrayal? We all come from broken families. From the very first day we joined the House of the Hearth, we wanted nothing more than to make it a real home. But the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look like. I'm not saying I have all the answers. All I know is this. Killing Filial and the others may uphold the rules, but doing so will only bring us further away from being a real family than we've ever been. So please, Father, please, reconsider.
Tempting.
I agree with Winnie.
No. Slaps.
Father, please.
Just backhands all 3 at once.
Linny, you...
I also agree with Linny.
An order once given cannot be rescinded. However, given the extent of your determination, I suppose we shall have to go about this a different way. Draw your weapons and face me.
But father,
Our weapons?
we don't have any paper
Are you referring
or
to
colored
duel?
pencils.
Precisely. The rules of the house will not be altered. Traitors must be punished. However, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that also applies to me. Demonstrate a sufficient showing of strength, and I shall offer a concession.
Wait. Bead.
She said sufficient strength, not defeat.
Impossible. Father is way too strong, even for Lenny.
He's like, damn, I did get power scale. Or, not power scale, power crept. And the other two have never been particularly strong. You know, they are 4 stars. He's got the bell.
Did you hear that, Traveler? Lenny and the others have to duel the knave. What should we do? Can they really win something like that?
Well, it's time for us to go help them
Are
fight.
really gonna be executed. Hey, are you listening?
I was gonna be fine one way or the other. Asking them really what she wants? No. Is it what she's gonna do? Also no.
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver.
She never actually answered my question. Oh, that bitch! That makes the answer pretty obvious, doesn't it?
Oh, looking at that expression on her face, she seems really serious about this. Guess that means there's no chance she's throwing the duel on purpose, huh?
There's no way Arlecchino will lose on purpose. Although...
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate.
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
Thanks, flashbacks. Already figured.
What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, where are you going?
Traveler?
Behold, the power of the dull blade.
You're asking to join the duel against the knave?
I mean, obviously.
I'll allow it. We do have a ready-made dueling ring at our disposal, after all. All I would advise is this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon, and give it your all. Any less, and you may just lose your life.
Don't worry, guys. I'll shoot water at her. The nerve, you say. The nerve needs the nerve. Hello, it's me, the you. Alright, story version of Arlecchino. Wait, where'd all my stacks go?
Watch out for Father's movements!
Oh, you don't say. I should watch out for her stabbing me?
No escape. Solidify.
Thanks, Lenny. Wouldn't have been able to figure that one out.
Let's light it up.
Oh, I totally whiffed that. Whoops.
Father's even stronger than I expected.
She says as she's yet to break my shield.
Rising flames.
She does look cool, though.
Is it my turn now?
It's been your turn. What's that over there? Hold on. I'm just gonna sit here in my immortality bubble and take a look at that. Is that ghosts? What are those fucking ghosts looking at us?
With these rising flames.
Bleeding alert, you say?
Gather.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Closer now. Witness my rise.
What is my rise, me?
Is it my turn now?
Hey, you want to see what happened to Senora?
Inazuma shines eternal.
84k. And that's hardly a dent.
With the fall
Man,
of
weekly bosses are
darkness,
tanky.
Destruction shall rise. Have a
Oh
taste
god,
of
Sephiroth. She's gone into Sephiroth mode.
Try to pace yourself.
It's my turn.
Well, I knocked a Sephiroth right out of her.
Stabilize.
Better Vesperoth said, hey, wanna see what happened to Senora again?
Adventure time.
Wait, where'd she go?
With
She's
these
Spider-Man.
rising flames. Adventure time.
Here I thought I was dealing with the Human Torch, but oh hey, bleed. You were right. Oh,
Trapped like a bunch of
she's doing a Sans Undertale.
Closer now.
Hey, wanna see what happened to Osile too?
Is order. Stabilize.
If I really have to draw my blade, then
The countdown has overruled.
The countdown has overruled.
Shine down. Torn to oblivion.
94. Oh, pretty good, pretty good. Still not nearly enough
A
though.
worthy opponent after all. That's gonna hurt. And
Ow.
voila.
Gotta heal up Zhongli.
Solidify.
Shield ain't doing enough. Oh. Never mind. Guess I don't get any rewards today. Fine, I see how it is. Oh, she got threads everywhere, okay. Or is this stage 2? And the meteor's just kind of waiting there in the sky to drop until the cutscene's over. Oh, okay, the ruins got even more exploded. Alright. Cinder of Two Worlds. Dang, that was way too fast. Stage 2. Fight! Oh shit! Immediately fought Zhongli.
It is all that remains. Let's
Alright, let's do this. Cinder of Two Worlds Flames. Pairware. Jesus Christ, she is a Sans Undertale!
Watch out for Father's movements. Look out!
Why do I feel like I'm playing Star Fox? Oh, the ghosts are red now.
Solidify.
Oh, that one is. The other ones are.
You shouldn't see me like this.
Oh.
Now over here.
There goes my everything-proof shield.
Your punishment made manifest. Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
Oh, she has way less health in this form. That's good. The full Senor treatment. I didn't even get to hear the song. It was that fast. Ooh. Almost got a haircut. Quick, Linny, throw the cat. If you throw the cat, she can't possibly hit you.
You should know better than to crowd in one place.
No, she's gonna hit you with an E. Da 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 da.
oh, I know.
No! I'm sorry, Father!
The flat end.
Sorry for what? This pitiful excuse for an attack.
Man, just freaking yeeted those kids. Well, that big old spike in the ground. Oh, several. Now it's getting Evangelion up in here. She got an eye on her forehead.
Father, no!
Pretty sure I saw this move in Avatar as well. Wait, does that mean she's the Fire Lord? She's Ozai.
Made it out, did
She
you?
is a father.
You're stronger than I expected.
Now we just need Linny to start yelling about his honor.
A crimson moon. I can't move.
Any, before you kill me, any relation to the Moon Sisters? You passed. I said sufficient, not
Still,
defeat. Oh, Pyro Delusion.
Not strong enough to beat me.
I spy with my little eye. What is that? Freaking whipped out the Bankai on us. Didn't expect that one.
I believe we can end things here. It's not often
She
that
had
we
a
get to
delusion
enjoy
on her
the
back
company
instead of the
guests,
vision.
After all, we wouldn't want things to get too out of hand.
I mean, she seemed to have pyro power in the animated trailer, the backstory. And she didn't have a... She had no vision, yet pyro power, so... Something tells me she has a delusion just for the extra oomph.
Brother, are you alright?
Linny.
Given that I am the victor of this duel,
Either that or
as
she just
agreed,
has all three.
the
triple
punishment
threat.
stands.
No!
Natural pyro, vision pyro, delusion pyro.
Things would end like this.
However, everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination. In light of this, I'm prepared to change the method of execution. Elwar, the bottled flames I gave you for safekeeping. Do you still have them?
Yes? I wasn't sure what they were for, but I've kept them super safe. I didn't lose a single one.
Wonderful. Then, in just a moment, I'll have you administer them.
Bottled flames?
Indeed. They're the product of a secret experiment. Under certain special circumstances, flames can be extracted from my person and preserved. Once ingested, searing pain will spread across every inch of your body. No harm will come to you physically, but your memories will be burned away.
Called it.
If you can withstand the pain. When you awake, you'll have forgotten everything you know about the House of the Hearth, and will be expelled from the organization. In other words, administering this concoction will kill the version of you that grew up in the house, and give you a new identity.
That means the young man that we saw was indeed the dead guy. He wasn't dead. He was marrying.
Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self.
The horror who lives in the House of the Hearth is dead. The one that remains is simply a normal guy with normal dreams.
So, you're just letting us go, Father?
You'll be entirely new people, but yes, you'll be
You
physically free to go.
Memories are extremely important. Once consumed by flame, the version of you standing before me will die, and our secrets will die with you. So no, I don't intend to just let you go, because the person who survives will be nothing but a stranger.
Even so, I won't have to live in fear anymore. I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry I let you down. But I really...
Don't cry, Filial. You haven't left the house yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes. Remember what I taught you. Anger makes you impulsive, sorrow causes you to waver. Don't let yourself be controlled by your emotions.
Of course.
Yeah, you crybaby.
I'll remember.
Dry your tears, and go pursue the life you really want.
Yes, Father.
Chaplot, Foltz, Elwar. Take them back to Poisson. And bring Lenny and the others as well. I prepared 3 extra vials of bottled flames. As for whether to take them, the choice is yours. Goodbye, children. The next time we meet, I will no longer be your father. Thank you for all you've done for the house. I hope you have bright futures ahead of you.
True softy at heart.
Father.
Let's go.
And the deal with Nuvalet was for him to personally,
Grab my arm, Lenny. I'll help
like,
you walk
you know,
back.
find new places for them and stuff. Oh, right, she's still here.
Clairvy.
I kind of forgot. What's with this pan up shot? Okay, it's night now, okay. We just sat around not talking for a couple hours.
I've been waiting for a super long time.
Yeah, you and me both.
You really are Perry, aren't
The
you?
platypus?
I haven't seen you
I will
in
not
so
let that one go.
long. How come you're all grown up? Wait, did I somehow travel to the future on accident? Or am I dreaming? What a long dream.
Neither. You died, Clairvy. That's what happened.
Well, that doesn't sound like me.
You could have at least sugarcoated it a little. Look, she's that speechless.
She is a child in this form.
Oh. Okay then. Huh? That's it? You accepted it just like that? Yep. If that's what Perry
The
says
platypus?
happened, then I believe her. Perry wouldn't
The
lie
platypus?
to me. Plus, I don't really need to know why I'm like this. I'm more curious about what happens in the future. If you're a Harbinger now, Perry...
The platypus?
That means Mother is gone, isn't she?
Super dead.
Can you tell me about it? I want to know what happened to her. And to me.
You never stopped trying to defy fate. At first, no one believed you. You could only vent your frustrations to the moon. In fact, you often sought comfort in the night sky. You wanted to see the aurora, so one night we promised each other we would go to Snezhnaya to see it together. Later on, you tried to run away, but you were brought back each time. Mother spared your life, but it wasn't out of kindness. Instead, she decided to make an example of you by slowly torturing you over time. That way, the other children would know what happens to traitors. Still, you never gave up. Mother hoped that through ruthless duel after ruthless duel, she would be able to crown an ultimate victor among the children she raised. But you called on everyone to unite, to fight to a draw in order to reduce casualties. Your efforts may have only delayed the inevitable, but still. You gave them hope. You tried everything you could think of, but every attempt ended in failure. Still, you never turned your sword on Crucibina, and you never turned it on me. On that gloomy day, you told me, "For the last 16 years of my life, I've done everything I can to fight for freedom. But now, I realize that the only freedom I truly possess is the freedom to choose to die."
I never imagined I would say something like that. I must have been feeling really worn down. But
I'm a total
somehow,
downer.
I still think I understand. According to Mother's plan, only one of us was going to make it until the end. And I always hoped that person would be you. If I could do it all over again, I still don't think I would make a different choice. Even when I first met you, I knew you'd be able to do what I couldn't.
Is that so? Even now, I'm not sure I truly understand what kind of freedom you were trying to pursue. But as the head of the House of the Hearth, and as the children's father, I've tried to give them the most basic of freedoms. The freedom to choose their own fate. It's something I discussed with the Eudex of Fontaine. The children who want to leave the house will have their memories wiped clean of all secrets pertaining to the organization. In return, they will be allowed to live a normal life in Fontaine without being prosecuted for their past. Of course, I won't simply hand freedom to them on a silver platter. They have to fight for it and prove themselves worthy of it. Only freedom that is earned has true value.
That's more than enough. That's exactly the kind of life I was fighting for.
That kind of sounds
Perry,
like the
I think you're
Travail trailer
amazing
says about
king,
Natlan.
and a
Also,
really
the
good
platypus!
father,
I missed
too.
one.
I'm really happy that you're the one who took over the house. I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside world.
You're standing in it.
Well, it just so happens that our dear guests over here have been to many nations and traveled to countless places. Perhaps they would be willing to tell you what the outside world is like.
Just carry her over to Mondstadt. She'd be like, oh my god, this place is great.
All over the place. We've got so many stories, we could probably talk your ears off for 3 days straight.
Okay, do it. Talk about Animo, or the land of Animo, nation of freedom.
You know, I used to dream of being a bard. Playing the lute while singing into the winds of freedom.
3 days seems so
Even
short.
if there was no one there to listen, I
I
would
mean, I can just
continue to sing no
make the
matter
clock
what.
go to 2 right away. Talk about the land of Geo, nation of contracts.
Ah, that's where Mora comes from. I never knew that before. If I had some Mora, I would buy 3 new dresses. One for me, one for Perry,
The platypus?
and one for Mother. It's just too bad Perry
The
doesn't like
platypus?
wearing dresses. And Mother, well, she probably wouldn't accept something like that either. I guess I'd just have to keep them all for me then. I could wear a different one every day.
You know, I think I actually recognize this voice actress. I think she was in Bleach as Orihime. Yeah, I'll check later.
Those yokai you mentioned.
Talk about the nation of
What do
eternity.
they look like? I once saw a
like a
drawing of
fox
this
girl?
one guy with horns on his head and a super scary face. Are there any yokai like that? Oh, sounds like you're talking about an Oni. Yep, we've met one, and let
Two.
Paimon tell
We
you,
met two.
they're not nearly as scary as they look.
They want to fight you, just throw a bean at them. Tell you about
I was
the
always too
Wisdom
afraid
Nation.
to skip Mother's fighting lessons. But at the academia, I bet you could do all sorts of secret things in class. Things that have nothing to do with studying.
I mean,
I'm
Layla
just
seems to get
kidding.
away with it.
Being able to study whatever you want without having to fear for your life actually sounds pretty great.
Studying anything without fearing for your life.
The situation
Sino
is
intensifies.
Lenny and Lynette were accused of committing a crime, and they were going to have to stand trial at the Opera Epicles. Oh no, that must have been hard for all of you. What happened next?
Well, you see, the Eudex Nouvellette said, Oratrice mécanique d'Annelise Cardinal. And then he said it again. And then he said it again. And then Farina said it, and then he said it again. And before long, it became very catchy, and someone made a remix. And then someone else made another remix.
Don't worry, we were able to turn the situation around super quickly. All thanks to Detective Paimon, of course.
Study without fear of death, you'd like that.
Come on, tell me. Okay.
Unless you, you know, have an overdue library book or something, then Sino's gonna come and stab you a few times. Whoever's listening really intently to Paimon's story about our time on Fontaine. She was really happy. Like all her troubles have been forgotten. think this is the first time she's ever been able to truly relax. Not so sure how long this moment can last. And then Arlecchino comes in and just melts
don't
her.
have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time.
As time passes, she'll probably forget everything we've told her and go back to being that scared little girl. I was so busy, almost didn't notice the sun's risen. Is it time for a cutscene? Hey, another cutscene.
Clairvy,
Menma.
you've worked tirelessly from
we
the
found you.
shadows to overthrow the House of the Hearth. Now, by my authority as the knave,
If she says Perry,
I
I'm
shall
not saying it
announce
this time.
how this matter ends. You are hereby expelled from the House of the Hearth. You are no longer tied to this place, nor are you bound by its rules.
You're saying that I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well? Oh, I almost forgot. There's no good mother for me. Still, seeing who you grew up to be makes me really happy, Parallel.
Oh good, it wasn't Perry. I don't have to ruin the scene.
Goodbye.
May we meet again someday.
Clairvy. She left so soon. Paimon didn't even get to finish her story.
Don't worry.
There's
There's enough time later
sentiments left unsaid.
to finish singing
I wanted to
Ortre's
tell her
Mechanic
that the
Dunley's
aurora
Cardinal.
I saw in Snezhnaya was just as beautiful as the ones in the pictures. But a shadow's memories reset at dawn. Had we delayed any longer, we wouldn't have had the time to say goodbye.
What D&D
Whatever
rule is that?
regrets may linger,
It resets at
let them
dawn.
be lost to the coming of a new day.
Father?
I have a boo-boo.
Linny! Hey, Linny! What is he doing back here? Let's go check it out.
Do it. Cry. Nah,
Father,
she's needed.
the bottled flames have been administered. Filio and the others have left the house.
And you? What have you decided?
Thank you for giving us that choice, Father. But we never wanted to leave the house. It's the only home we've ever known. Lynette and Fremine feel the same way. They're recuperating back at the Hotel Bouffe d'été. But I decided to come back and tell you where we stood.
I'm sure you're well aware of the expectations I have for you. I want you to follow in my footsteps and become the next king of the house. Yet you seem to have different ideas.
But Dad, I want to practice
I'm rather
magic.
surprised by your decision to stay. There's nothing wrong with choosing to live a quiet
I'm not a
life.
king, I'm an
Leading this organization
illusionist.
is a heavy responsibility. One not so easily carried by someone forced onto the throne.
Now, son, you'll take over the family business.
Understood what you saw in me. What made you believe I was deserving of that throne?
Because you stood up and
You're
fought for
brave,
your siblings.
talented, and, most importantly,
Yep, there it
you
is.
cherish your family. You would do anything to protect them, even if it costs you your life.
Now we gotta train you up to be Harbinger level. You have pretty okay damage already, but
Speaking up back there was so brave of you, Linny.
it requires
It's all thanks
like
to
reading
you
a
that we were
textbook to
able
find out how to
convince
do
Father
it.
to back down.
You're a hero, Linny.
Hero. Father is the real hero. Had Father gone all out during the duel, there's no way I would have walked away with my life. She must have had it all planned from the beginning, from the very moment she suggested a duel.
Dude, she
I'm
had
not
a
deserving of that title.
I'm sure she came up with the entire plan while standing next to the sea for 24 hours straight.
You're wrong. In my opinion, all you need to be deserving of the throne is conviction and the necessary strength to act on it. We may have different ideas of what it means to be a family, but you can hardly be said to lack conviction. What you truly lack is strength. For someone of your talent, though, that's something that will come with time.
After all, if we ever return to... Well, actually, no, the house is returning to Snezhnaya. Once we return there, we'll just have you fight Tartar Tagli a few times. Learn a trick or two. Maybe you can transform into an abyss thing like he does.
Even without that strength.
And then Harbinger.
You still chose to face me in a duel, even though the odds were stacked against you. That capacity to honor your convictions is what I truly see in you.
And plus, hey, maybe we can both be a Harbinger. For some reason, we just never filled the number 6 slot. Can't wrap my head around that one.
Father.
No one knows what the future holds, what
Traveler
tragedy
side
or
eyes.
triumph may be in store. Being at the head of this organization requires the strength of will to face whatever comes. Caution will only hold you back. If reaching a certain standard were required to go after what you want, I would never have succeeded in killing my predecessor. Back then, there was still a considerable gap between our abilities. Strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions will never be worthy of the throne.
I understand, Father. Thank you.
Children must grow up to surpass
Vision plus
their
solution plus
parents.
a bliss transformation equal
Only
ascendant,
then
maybe?
can a family
Final
continue
form?
to flourish.
Who knows?
The road ahead is not an easy one, so I'll ask you one last time. Are you certain you want to stay?
Also, a vision is basically... Hey, Adina, you might want to close your ears. Okay, she's closing her ears. Alright, so a vision is just dragon juice. A delusion is just dead god juice. Abyss is just space juice. Man, it's quite a smoothie. The Ascendant smoothie.
You've done so much for me, Father, and that kindness must be repaid. Plus, with Project
Wonder what it tastes
Lucia
like.
at hand, there are many dangers ahead, and I, for one, don't intend to back down. Protecting my family at all costs. That's my conviction.
Then you're welcome to stay. As for Project Stuja, you need not be too concerned. If those cowardly businessmen and heartless dignitaries try to take us down, I'm prepared to teach them a lesson. Having members who longed for the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks, the House of the Hearth is like a spider hiding in the shadows. We need only wait for our prey to come to us. At present, our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage. In doing so, a crimson moon shall rise amid the frigid blizzards of winter. No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded, and no sacrifice shall be in vain. As for the two of you, whether we meet again as friend or foe, I'll remember the camaraderie we shared in this moment. No matter how arduous the journey ahead, I hope we both reach our desired destination.
Quest and... Nope, wait 2 days. Well, hold on. I have a dead horse to keep beating. It will not get old anytime soon. And by that I mean I have, like, 3 more goes at it. Actually, no, I only have resin for 2. 2 more goes at it.
There is no escape.
Oh damn, Johnny Lee's still about to die. Right. Right. So I still gotta charge up. So hey, don't Don't go down just yet. Good sir. I need to use you.
Solidify.
Here, spend a little to get a little. There we go.
Illusion shattered.
There, full charge. Now let's hit him with the double rock. One horse, two stones.
Everybody
Yeah, let's get this. Come on, hope for crit. What's my rating in 57? 57.
Everlasting as the moon.
66.788. Not bad at all.
Shine down.
Hey, where do you think you're going? You're my captive audience for my damage tests. Don't you know? It's your fate.
There is no escape. Laid bare.
No. No one said you could stand. Good boy.
Let's light it up.
Now I just gotta wait just a little bit longer. There, shorten that up a little. It's not your time yet.
Overruled.
You may now die.
Shine down.
Oh. No artifact space. Alright, well, I may as well see about leveling up one of these. Alright, well, this is the only one that isn't, so that is a good artifact. Crit damage, nice. That'll definitely help the damage calcs. And by calcs, I mean tests. Because I don't want to do math. Crit rate, there we go. That's an extra, like, well, now it's 61, I think. Ooh, an extra 4.9. So that'd be like 65.9, I think. An extra 3.5. Well, I can just check instead of doing math. 68.3 depth. I need 0.7 right now. Alright. Right, I was gonna go to a statue of 7, but I'd reset my stacks. It reset the anti-health. Sorry, Zhongli, I'm just gonna have to force feed you some, whatever I have lying around. Looks like I got a lot of crab. Here. Eat some crab, boy. Also, what's this achievement? Master the symphony. Complete the stage performance. Beware of Rimurians, even should they carry instruments. Oh, there it is. Challenger Series 9. Defeat the shield before it can even lift its blade. Or before it fires the shockwave, rather. Hey, you. Fatui guy.
Transfixed. There is no escape. Let's light it up.
Alright.
Off we go.
I like how it decided to go to the thing behind us instead of the dog right in front of me. Real masterful targeting there.
Let's light it up. Overruled.
Now, is it ready? Bitsaz hoping for Ellsworth and Genshin collab. Elsis Sigurd joins the fray. Not quite sure that. Oh, the horse is already ready. Alright, hold on. I'm going to change up one little bit here, though. You know, actually, I wonder how high I can get if you use a Farina comp. Nah, for later. For now, though, I will go for
Who's our target?
a little something. And she also needs charge. What are you trying to raise? Oh, I'm just gonna give Arlecchino a vape team. Throw in a Bennett, get a vape down. Ow. Good thing Bennett's a universal battery, so... And also good that Yelan is not exactly an expensive ultimate.
Solidify.
Gotcha.
Almost there. Hold on, I gotta break this.
I will have order.
Oh no, I missed anyway.
Quietly now.
Alright, that's all set. Time to actually break it. Yo, horse, fuck you. For the final time, I think. Let me just double check here. You know, essentially. Hopefully the final time. I might have to beat the horse one more time after this. Alright.
I'm going in.
Things are about to get dicey.
Witness my rise.
I've got to actually hit it first. Also, I did not see the number. I just messed that up entirely. Time to battery again. Right, it's supposed to hit first to apply the hydro, and then hit it. I'm gonna charge everyone up all over again.
Transfixed.
Take it easy.
Except Zhongli. Good thing I don't have to charge him.
Why do they never miss?
Okay, all set. Wait, I gotta proc that. There we go. Now all set. And hopefully I crit with my almost 69%.
Game's up. Fun's over.
This is where you fall.
119! That's Shogun level, baby! I now have Pyro Shogun.
Let's light it up.
I'm now the proud owner of one new Harbinger. Casual 17k basic attacks. With no reaction. I gotta kill it one more time. It gave me a 2 instead of a 3. Alright, well, I'm supposed to wait for 2 days past. There, I'm just gonna do what Arlecchino already did, but like 2 days instead of 1. Also a mountain instead of a beach. Isn't her bread and buttery goodness coming from her normal attack? Mostly, but also, you know, her ultimate is charged by all the stacks. And unless you have a bunch of little enemies that you can recharge the stacks with, it's kind of a long-ass cooldown. Okay, 2 days, now what?
Didn't Linny say that Lynette...
So in single targets, you kind of want to just get a full bar and then let her rip. And then use whatever's spare to continue letting her rip. But against many people, you just... Yeah, let's get a Yelan or Xingqiu or both in there. And just go ham.
Lynette? Fremine? How are you feeling?
That's what I can tell just by playing her for like
better.
24 hours.
Whew, what a relief.
If you've
What
seen
about
something
you?
that works better, then
Are you feeling
go
alright?
ahead, keep doing that. I'm also the one who stuck a Staff of Home on when there was a Jade Wing-tip spear right there. No need to worry.
I knew you'd come out unscathed. Us, on the other hand, well, we've been bedridden for 2 days. I couldn't even turn over. Oh, and I wanted to ask, is Clairvy gone?
Yes.
Linny and the other members have left Poisson and returned to the House of the Hearth. According to him, there haven't been any more sightings of a spirit roaming the house.
Her wish has been granted.
I see.
I'm glad. Father came to check up on us 2 days ago and told us about what happened with Crusabina and Clairvy. Actually, I've met Crusabina before.
Okay, go on.
Wait, what? You've met the former knave?
Crusabina died a year after Clairvy. It was during the year between their deaths that I joined the House of the Hearth. Crusabina had an extremely cruel and
Then
radical
you should
way
have
of
known the
doing
name
things.
Perry. Or at least
While
Perware.
she was alive, the atmosphere in the house was suffocating. When I joined, though, the experiment she valued so much had already come to an end, and all the people involved, dead and injured alike, were gone. Crusabina never talked about the past with us newcomers. A couple of months after I joined, Father killed Crusabina and burned all her files. With that, the names of all the people subjected to her experiments, Clairvy included, were lost to the flames, along with the painful memories they represented.
Father took in Lenny and me a couple months after that, but
I imagine
she
if
never
Crusabina
mentioned
ever had a
anything about
shadow,
Crusabina or Clairvy.
no hesitation, immediately just fire
It really
fist that
seems
shit.
like something she was planning to keep to herself. The last time you talked to her, did she mention why she kept it a secret for so long?
She said she didn't want us to be affected by the darkness of the past. She was worried we'd develop a false sense of gratitude towards her if we knew about it.
Well, do you feel a sense of
The
false
foundation
gratitude now?
of a family should be free of any corrupting influence. Whatever happened in the past, it has nothing to do with who we are now. And that's what Father told us in the end.
But I still thanked her for everything. It was only after hearing about what Crusabina did that I finally realized how insignificant our lives could have been. The members of the house meant nothing to her. To say that she valued them in any way, even just as a tool, would probably be giving her too much credit. If Father hadn't taken over the House of the Hearth, I probably would have already...
Well, it didn't happen. Good for you.
Father rarely brings up the fact that she saved us. She doesn't believe that being indebted to her should be what ties us together. But even if we didn't owe her anything, we would still choose to stay. Because this is our home. We may have arguments or times when we feel wronged. Some people may even choose to leave. But as long as Father is here, we will always have a home.
Whether the path before us is bathed in sunlight or shrouded in shadow, we'll follow Father wherever she chooses to go. So I wanted to say thank you for helping us make it through this crisis. Without your help, we could have lost a lot more along the way.
Oh, we didn't do anything, really.
I mean, we did kind of help solve the plot and fight your dad for you.
Of course. You're welcome anytime.
Are Filial and Nantoy okay?
Oh, total amnesia from those guys.
I actually saw them at a cafe this morning. They didn't recognize me. From what I could tell, they were drinking coffee and talking about one of the operas that started running recently. They seemed happy. If I had to take a guess, I would say they finally found the kind of life they always wished for.
They became the nerds they always wanted to be. When the hearth flame goes out. Now, I do believe there's a dead horse that needs just a little bit more beating. Oh, I got a hearth for my teapot. Nice. Outfitting. Ow.
Stabilize.
Now this time, I'm going to try and test out that bread and butter basic attack strat. No ultimate. Just gotta charge Yelan.
Solidify. This is order.
Everybody stand!
Here comes the catch.
Overrule.
There we go, I'm seeing 20s, a 31 in there, that's quick. 54. I almost killed it already. I wasn't even paying attention to its health bar, I was just watching numbers.
Busted.
My Yelan really needs more recharge. And attack! Honestly, a lot of things.
Take it easy.
Good thing I finished building everything out of Mondstadt, and I've moved on to Liyue.
Quietly now.
Let's light it up!
And ready for round 2, let's go.
Teamwork is true!
Game's up. Fun's over.
Laid bare.
And final refresh. There we go. Yeah, I'd say a 50k basic attack is pretty damn good. Especially if your name doesn't rhyme with... I'm trying to think of a rhyme for Hu Tao. With Shmoo Mao.
Silly child.
Alright, alright. Final Ascension. There we go. Damn it, I skipped it again. Pepperoni. There we go. Fully ascended. Talents, I still need her own candle. And speaking of which, that's the last thing I'm going to do. I guess I can get rid of the pin. I kept it there just so I know, like, hey, here's the place it happened, so I can do the pull ritual. But now it's kind of just this. Time for matchmaking. Alright, so we got a shuriken, some hair, Abyss Lake, no, and a candle. Personally, I always do these. Alright, alright. We need a healer. Who would be it? Kuki. Wait, no, we have a healer. Kokomi, I'm stupid. You know what? Fuck it. Here we go. Boost everyone. I'm gonna be support. One way or another. Scout out the moveset. I mean, I already saw the moveset, but I don't have a shield this time. I must make sure that everyone's actually ready to fight.
Do you not even have the courage to be a with these?
Oh, come on, I was right there. There, take all these ocean creatures.
It's my turn now. Time to shine.
Yeah. Now, I charged really fast in co-op if you happen to have a healer.
That's more like it.
Look how fast that is.
Is it my turn now?
And again. Not enough H2O. More like H2. Oh god, what's she doing? Oh, well, we all got hit with some death, which is helping me. Her killing me faster is actually helping me. Wait, I just realized I'm using... I just realized I'm using Farina against Arlecchino. Therapy.
Is it my turn now?
Geolady is funny. Fire! She's Star Fox. She's Star Fox with a cannon. Or three cannons.
Look at you.
Da 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 da.
Like a bunch of helpless ants.
Da-da-da! Wait, I just realized she says like a bunch of ants while doing a move that looks exactly like a fucking ant lion. She's not a spider, she's an ant lion. But also maybe a spider too. Oh, damn. Okay, that happened. Scene transition. Nouvelette's dead already. He died in the cutscene. Oh, yo, maybe nerf that one just a little bit. Give at least a second to dodge. Reminds me of Sword Art Online Abridged. Got illuminated. Reminds me of Sword Art Online Abridged. Oh shit, there's the Gaster Blaster coming in. He just one-shot them. So not to worry. It could be worse. But those were our tanks!
The sun and moon have set. Only ruin remains.
Oh shit. She chose me that time, and hey, I won. Achievement. Oh yeah, I should absolutely watch the Abridged series. It is... Have you watched any Abridged series? Because this is one of the tops. It's one of the definite bests. Really loved Hellsing Abridged. Oh yeah, by something... Oh, I got the only things I don't need. Oh well, future-proofing. Yeah, Hellsing Abridged by Team 4-Star. Excellent, yeah. So is Dragon Ball Z Abridged, their shining crown jewel. I gotta find a nice emote. And leave. Yeah, Something Witty Entertainment did a fantastic job making Sword Art Online actually good. No offense if you actually do like original Sword Art Online. I do get the appeal to some degree. Alright. Nice. Nice day for rain. And that'll be it for today. It's been like long ass time. Remember one thing. No matter who you are, when you are, or... I keep messing that one up today. Or not today, lately. No matter who you are, where... Yeah, where you are, or when you are. Damn, I'm too distracted by father. Have a good one. Eder, out.